the king in the north.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? We got him. We got him again. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Bama. Y'all wanted some more. Jalen Milroe, you wanted some more. You got it too, boy. You got it too, boy. They wanted revenge. They wanted revenge and left licking their wounds. You know, wink. Hey, Wink was winking. And Jordan Marshall, he looking. I like what I saw out of him. I like what I saw out of Jordan Marshall. What's his name? Fred Moore. Liked what I saw out of him. Hey, that stiff arm Marshall had on the Bama defender. Woo. That's a freshman stiff arming a dude like that, you know. So it's just wait. Just wait. Another year in the weight room. He's gonna be a dog. He's gonna be a dog. It wasn't an apple. It wasn't worthy of an apple, man. But Wink had that defense flying around, and you know I was at the game. That's why I'm just now getting home. You know, when the game kicked off, it was cloudy, and it started to sprinkle, and then it became like a monsoon. Like it started raining hard, and when it started raining hard, Michigan. That's when Michigan just took over. I don't know if you could see it on TV or not. I don't know. I guess you kind of could, but once it started raining hard, Michigan took over, and basically that first quarter and a half, that was basically the difference in the game. You know. Shout out to unapologetic one. Let's see. Thank God for defense, but one hell of a game to get the team rolling into 2025. Yeah, you know. So Michigan finished. They finished the season winning what 3 in a row. So that was nice to see. That was nice to see. You know, Michigan getting the winning going and winning this game. You know, it didn't really matter to me, but it was nice to see. You know, defense playing. It was nice to see Fred Moore taking the steps to. He was kind of looking like a number 1 receiver today. That was nice to see. Davis Warren got hurt. Orgy got in the game, and they don't want to let Orgy throw. He threw a pick, so I guess you could say that's why they didn't want him to throw. I would have loved to have seen Jaden Davis. I would have loved to have seen Jaden Davis. I guess there's a possibility. The thing about Corum is when he was younger, when he was at Jordan Marshall's position, like freshman, sophomore, if there was a lane, he was going 60. he was going 60, 70 instantly. Like if there was a lane, he was gone, you know. But Jordan Marshall he's like a grown man already. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't really need to lose any weight or anything. Appreciate it, Schrock. That's Schrock over at Buckeye Boys. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. But yeah, this was a good win. This was a good win. Let me see some of the stats. Davis Warren 9 of 12, 73 yards. That's kind of what he is, you know. Jordan Marshall 23 carries, 100 yards. And he had to work for those yards. Like they weren't big gaping holes. He had to put in the work. Like so I think Jordan Marshall's going to be a stud. Benjamin Hall 16 carries, 28 yards. Ugh. I think Ben Hall needs to lose 10 pounds so he can hit the hole faster and has more burst. Honestly, he looked big. You know, getting to see these dudes in person, you see how big some of these dudes are. Garrison, donate that money to Michigan NIL, brother. That's what you do. But you get to see how big some of these dudes are. Like Ben Hall is a big dude. I think it'll help him a lot if he loses 10 to 15 pounds. I think that'll help him a lot. You know, you don't want to just be that big. You want to, there's a thin line between too big and being that right weight for your size and the speed, you know, at this level at least. Appreciate the $2 super chat, Gregory Moore. Caught the TD pass with no gloves. Go blue. Yes, sir. I almost thought he was out on that TD. Brian Lee, appreciate the $5. Lager, appreciate the $5. Jaden Davis must be awful. Bryce Underwood starting day one, no doubt. Haynes, Marshall, and Underwood. In that defense, I'm excited. Yeah, me too. But I was expecting to see what you call it. I was expecting to see Jaden Davis when Davis Warren got hurt. I was expecting to see Jaden Davis, and because all we were doing was the same old orgy offense where we're just running it. Then when they finally let him throw, he throws an interception or it was a sack. So it's like, bro, like, come on. Like, we're about to lose this game. Like, we're about to lose this game. You know, if y'all don't do something. Make sure you watch. Oh, I will be watching the Buckeye game. I hate watch. I will be hatefully watching that Buckeye game. Nichols is going to be a great player for us. He is versatile. Yeah. The defense was lights out for the most part. Like, they were lights out. Hillman back there, because Makari Page didn't play. Hillman back there, you know, no gloves, no finger tape, nothing. He just out there. You know what he came to do. I came to do one thing, and that's hit. You know, I like his mentality. But the defense is, Jordan Marshall took some hard shots from Bama and kept running hard. He did, and he was giving them back to him. You know, so he looks the part. You know, so you just want in the offseason, you just want him to fine tune everything, fine tune your body. You know, fine tune the scheme, get more patient in your running style. You know, just fine tune your game. But I love those stiff arms I was seeing out of him. Donovan, that's something we didn't get with Donovan Edwards, because Donovan Edwards, as big as he was, you never saw him stiff arm anybody. You know what I'm saying? So Jordan Marshall stiff arm that dude into a body bag. I like that, especially as a freshman. Appreciate the $1.99 super chat. Go Blue Brad. The future is bright. Oh, let's see. Blue Wolverine, appreciate the $4.99. How are you not going to smack in the apple right now? Nah, bro, it wasn't. The apple is for the real big games. This one, it was a good win, but it wasn't that big time. You know, I can't bring him out every time. I can't bring him out every time. For Jaden Davis to have a chance, he has to go. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with him. I would put him in that game over just handing the ball off with Orgy. You know, this was a great opportunity. You know, this was a great opportunity to get him in the game. Hit that like, hit that like. I guess I can put the thing in the chat. I guess I can put the thing in the chat. See who wants to join me up here. But yeah, that was a good game, good win. Samaj was getting some catches. It's just not coming together with him. You know, is the gadget guy. He's just not giving you much production. But Fred Moore, it was nice to see him step up. He looked like a legit receiver for once. Like he looked like a legit receiver. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Oh boy. Boy, that Florida sun was killing me out there. And I live down here. I still ain't got used to it. I done been apologized to Wink. I done been apologized to Wink because he done proved me wrong. And then got back to he done proved that he's that dude. So when I'm wrong, I'll admit it. You know, I ain't got a problem with that. I guess I'll bring you up in Willie.
What's up, Johnny? How's it going?
What's going on?
Dude, was that that game that you went to where the Michigan fans go crazy when it started raining and stuff?
What'd you say? Hold on, let me turn you up. What'd you say?
What was the feeling in the stadium when the rain was coming down in the first quarter?
Let's get out of this rain. Most people went to the inside of the stadium.
Oh, for real? That's funny.
Yeah,
I had a good feeling after that. Just
it exploded, but a lot of people were on the inside of the stadium to get out that rain, and but you could hear it everywhere in there that Michigan had scored. So
yeah. One thing I want to talk to you about is it kind of pisses me off that I saw Will Howard talking a few days ago about how Ohio State didn't lose against Michigan. He said that they lost, they beat themselves. Ohio State did with like the turnovers and stuff. And then I'm looking on social media today, and I'm seeing all, on ESPN and everything, all the comments and stuff like that. They're all saying that Alabama choked and that they suck and they shouldn't be in the playoff and stuff, and that this game proves that. But that kind of pisses me off because it wasn't like them shoot. I mean, it kind of was them shooting themselves in the foot, but at the same time, our defense balled out both games, and no one's giving our defense the credit. I feel like Wink and the defense itself, they're just gelling very well, and Wink's understanding the players, and the players are understanding the scheme and stuff. And if they understood that scheme, and if they gelled how they are now, against Texas earlier in the year, that would have been a much different game, easily. So,
definitely,
yeah. And we're not getting the credit, and I don't know. It's just an awesome game. And Jordan Marshall, he just super explosive coming out the hole and stuff. I mean, Sherrone Moore was always talking about smash, and if that game wasn't a smash game, a gritty game, I don't know what is. So
yeah, Jordan Marshall's the real deal.
Yeah, he's awesome. And Hillman too, B Hill. He's explosive too. So I'm super pumped up. I mean, if we got that the new OC coming from North Carolina next year, if we get that thing gelling and the defense is staying how it is, we could be really scary for sure.
Oh, definitely, because the defense, it just once they understand the system, which it looks like they all do now, it's clicking. Like it's been clicking, in Ohio State fans trying to in the media saying, "Oh, Ohio State beat themselves." No, in football, you have to make the plays. Amir Hall has to intercept that ball. Makari Page has to intercept that pass. If you don't make the plays, you'll lose. You know, so them not giving us credit, that's lazy. That's a lazy take. That's a lazy take. You know, oh, Bama lost. No, Michigan had Bama in a chokehold in that first half.
Yeah,
they couldn't do anything. So you know, it is what it is. They can keep doubting Michigan because it's not pretty. That's why they don't like it. It's not pretty. We're putting you in a phone booth and beating you up, and you just can't. Yeah, you try to come back in the second half. It's not enough. You lose. End of story.
I also saw a stat too. Like I was talking smack to a Bama fan, a buddy of mine, and he's saying how they're going to come back in the second half and whip our butt and stuff because they came out late in the second quarter, feeling pretty good and stuff. But I'm like, no, we're going to make adjustments. That's what we did against Ohio State. And then I saw a stat after the game that Wink Martindale allowed 3 points total in both second halves of Ohio State and Bama. Like
he's cooking.
He's cooking for sure. So I'm super pumped up. Very, very excited. I mean, with other recruits coming in too, I mean, how can you not see that game and not be excited, to come? So I'm super excited.
That's what we needed to end this year. 3 wins, then they're over Ohio State and Bama. Like, that's what we needed because the middle of the season was hard on us.
So is Rod Moore coming back for sure?
I'm pretty sure. I haven't heard anything about him trying to go pro. He's kind of said from the beginning that he was trying to come back, I think.
Right. I realized today that Makari Page is gone too. So how do you feel about the secondary for next year?
As far as the safeties,
Quentin Johnson leaving too?
He's gone, but you got Hillman, you got Jaden Mangum, he basically redshirted because he's been hurt most of the year. What's his name? Jaden Mangum, DJ, what's the dude from Seattle's cousin? DJ Metcalf.
Oh, yeah.
He started this year at safety corner, so he can start next year. So between him, Hillman, Rod Moore, and Jaden Mangum, we should be fine at safety for sure. And one of those guys will probably be in the nickel some too.
Okay. Yeah, I was kind of concerned about that, but not that you say that. But I'm excited for Derek Moore and Rashawn. What's the number one? I forget his name. The linebacker.
Barham.
Yeah, and TJ Guy being pass rushers next year. I'm very excited for that, to be honest.
Yeah,
and Ernest Hausman come back too.
Oh yeah, the defense should be straight. The defense definitely should be straight as long as we don't have some dudes some key contributors transfer out after spring football.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying in one of your past videos that Ole Miss is giving like an NL package to Amir Hall. Is that still in the cards or no? What's going on with that?
That I'm not sure about.
Okay. Well, I thought I'd say my 2 cents in here and hop in this conversation and stuff. So I'll let someone else jump in here.
I got you, bro. I appreciate you.
Yep. Thanks, Johnny. Go Blue.
Go Blue. That was Willie. Let's get MarMar up here.
What's up, though? What up, though? Man, you seen me calling you while you was at the game. I was trying to be at the game with you, man. What's wrong with you?
Bro, we at the game. You can't no phone calls in there.
You said what?
There ain't no phone calls in the game.
Man, you better answer that phone when Mark calls. No, I was playing. Hey, listen. How Caleb Downs lose to Michigan in the same year and Alabama?
He's a loser. He's a loser.
And that defense is crazy. It's gonna be crazy. They did the exact same thing they did against Ohio State, and we were undermanned.
The defense is cooking. Wink has got them boys locked in.
Hey, listen. Think about this. Wink did a better job than hold on. Is there anybody else here? Oh, we're waiting on Jimmy. Hold on, Johnny. Let me take this picture. Did the Rose leave already? We just waiting on Jimmy. Yeah, hold on, Johnny. Let me cook real quick. A lady is retiring, so we taking this picture. But give me a second.
All right,
I'm done with work. Yeah. Just put me down.
MarMar trying to cook while he at work. Don't let us get it. Let me see what's going on at work. Let us get it. Bring us to work with you, man. Bring us to work with you, bro. I look like I done lost my connection. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if my computer done froze or what. What's happening? Yo, I don't know what happened. I'm froze. Hey, I got froze. I don't know what was going on. You had your boy froze. Bro, you got to finish your work, man. You can't be trying to get on the live while you're working. Finish your work, man. But yeah, I don't know what happened, y'all. I don't know what that was with that freezing. But you know, the team, Sharon needed this. You know, he needed this for everything that was going on. You know, people second guessing him. We were second guessing him. Wink, same with Wink, second guessing Wink. And some of this is their own fault. This ain't just us just talking stuff. Some of this was their fault, you know. But you know, Wink saying, and he didn't want to say that he simplified it, but he didn't have to. The players said it. The players said that he simplified what was his scheme and his verbiage, you know. So him doing that, it made the players be able to play faster and, you know, understand what they're doing. So it was good. It's good to see. And you see the dividends. You can't be stubborn. Oh, this is my way. You can't be stubborn. You can't be stubborn. Or you can be stubborn, but you ain't gonna get the results, and then you're gonna be fired. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be stubborn with this stuff. He said Roll Tide is delicious. Let's see if MarMar back from work.
Oh yeah, man. I was done, man. We had to take a picture with a lady that's been here for about 40, 50 years. And today was her last day, so we had to take a group picture. My bad. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got the stadium cup. He got a souvenir. I ain't mad at you.
7-Eleven.
Johnny. Hey, Johnny, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Yes,
But yeah, man. Michigan is 3-0 in the last 3 games, and they allowed what 29 points in the last 3 games. That's nice.
yeah. Wink is cooking. Like,
And we didn't even have our best. Hey, I told you, me and you talked about this the other day on the phone, that these young guys are because them young guys were hungry, because I know you had Stewart and Graham and Grant, but the guys behind them was ready. You can see it. Yeah, you can see in the game, and that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? You just can't get everybody on the field.
Yeah, these dudes was hungry, and they understanding. Half of the battle with football is just understanding what you have to do, what your job is. And we had struggles in the beginning of the year because a lot of dudes were confused. So, football is mental. A lot of people say it's like 75, 85% mental. So once you know my bad, once you know what you got to do, the game is easy for you to a certain extent. I know my job, you know your job, everybody knows their job, and we're on the stream. Let's get it. What you got, Michigan man? Can you hear me?
Speak your piece, brother.
Michigan man.
Hey, did you see that fourth down where Jalen Milroe threw the ball too high? That was
Yeah,
like some Jesse Minter you get nothing defense.
Yeah.
You get nothing.
You get nothing.
I know you was jumping up and down in the stadium. I can only imagine.
Bro, we was in the bougie part of the section where people weren't standing up, like it was just like they was only standing up sometimes. They was just everybody was sitting down and calm. I was like, bro, I was trying to get hyped, but it's like people looking at you like you ain't supposed to be hyped in a football game.
Man, you should have looked right back at him and said, I'm him.
Stadium etiquette didn't allow. they was
Hey,
in there.
listen. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Johnny. When there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, it is. They was in there. They was in there while and the person sitting up on
when we first got.
Go ahead, Michigan man.
When we first got Wink Martindale, I didn't believe that he was going to be a good hire. When we first hired Wink Martindale, I didn't think he was going to be a good hire. And then you beat Ohio State and Alabama. I believe him. I believe in him now.
Yeah, you should. The proof is in the proof.
I want to comment on that. Listen, on my last Twitter, because I lost a login or something back in after we won the national championship and they was looking for a defensive coordinator. And I told Shawarma Moore on his page, get Wink. I told him I was the first one that ever said that. I'm like, yo, get Wink. Because he knows the philosophy. And then when he come, everybody jumping on him and thing. And I was like, hey, listen, he the OG. He gonna get it together. He been in NFL for 20 years. It's hard to jump from the NFL back to college and get it down packed, or you have to adjust. It takes growing pains wherever you go, either in a new job, new relationships, anything new. You have growing pains because you gotta learn it, and he learned it. And in my opinion, these last two games, Wink did way better than Mincher. People could clown me in these comments, but these last man, come on, bro. Wink was given Mincher gave up in the Ohio. Let's compare Ohio State games. Okay. 2023 Ohio State game, he allowed 27 points. Mincher did. What did Wink do this year? That gets nothing in the second half.
That's
zero.
True. But Wink,
but in the second half,
got that ring. He got the hard.
I don't care about no ring. I don't care about the defense.
What you talking about?
No, man, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm talking about how he shut the defense down. I mean the offense down. He shut both of the teams we played last year. Wink did a better job of shutting them down. That's all I'm saying.
I'll give you that to an extent.
Nah, you're giving me that to the whole extent now.
No, because we also
I'm just playing with you, Johnny. I'm just playing with you. I know they're completely different teams. I'm just saying what we had this year.
Remember what he did to Michael Penix and Udunke?
Oh yeah, he should. Yeah, but anybody could. The Pac-12 didn't play nobody though.
The Pac-12. I mean,
Yeah, at the time they didn't play it. The two best teams in that Pac-12 last year were Oregon and Washington. Nobody else. USC sucked. Utah beat them twice.
I'm just saying the offense.
I got you, brother. I was just saying, like, I just like to compare that stuff. And I was like, man, Wink shut both of these teams out. He shut down Ohio State that went on and blew out Tennessee with a 42 point explosion. And we should held them to 10. Just like you said. They got to get in the phone booth and play our game. And that's what Sharon Moore did today in the Ohio State game. Northwestern had nothing for us. That's why we put up 50 on them. Yeah, he couldn't do nothing with that. But like I said, that defense that came along since the Illinois game. Even though we lost the Illinois game, you can see where that bye week did help the defense more than it did the offense. We were always going to struggle on offense because you didn't have nothing there.
Hey,
How you doing?
What up, though?
how y'all doing?
How you doing?
Good, doing good.
I just wanted to say I don't want to talk too much football because I'm actually rushing off right now. But I want to say, Johnny, it is wonderful to be a part of your platform, to MarMar, all of the other fellas. I enjoy the trolling. I enjoy it all. And so keep it coming, fellas, and go blue and have a wonderful, happy New Year's.
Yes, ma'am. Same to you. Same to you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you calling. You're actually the first female caller, however you want to say it, to call in. So,
Well, you know, Johnny, they tried to say I was an avatar, because they can't say that no more. So anyway, y'all fellas, y'all be blessed. Enjoy your family. And I'm looking forward to next season so I can troll right along with y'all for all the ladies that love football.
yes, because next we're looking, the future is looking bright. We needed all these games.
I think so. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm just so excited about what's in store. And so I'm getting ready to go turn up, y'all. But I gotta go. But you take care, Johnny, okay? And you keep on wearing them blue frames too, because they lit. Okay, I love it. I love it.
Got you.
And keep that alpha energy too. I love that too. To all the fellas with the alpha energy, even y'all OSU fans that can congratulate us. Wonderful, wonderful. I love it all. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Them the thunder shades.
Ohio State fans, they hate these. They hate them.
Well, you know what? Keep on wearing them. And I got mines on. They ain't blue, but my shirt is blue. I got on all royal blue. We repping today.
Enjoy your New Year's Eve, and I appreciate you calling in. Definitely.
Oh, you're welcome, Johnny. You take care now, okay?
All right, you too. That was unapologetic. Came in to cook. We cooking. I don't know. MarMar froze. Michigan man, his connection was bad. I don't know what's happening today. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, I appreciate her calling in. That's the first female caller I think we've had. So that's nice to see. You want to diversify the platform. Because this year I was doing a lot of trolling. I was I was doing a lot of trolling. I really was, But next year we want to do some trolling and be in the playoff. We want to be trolling, beating Ohio State, Michigan State, of course, and then getting in the playoff, enjoying that. Though we really gonna get after it. We're gonna get active next year for real. Ohio State, we got Ohio State fans where they don't even they're starting to say they don't care about the game. They don't care about the Michigan game anymore. It's just a game. We can still reach our other goals, you know. Hey, you got to. Unapologetic. We have Posh coming in here sometimes, you know. But yeah, they trying to act like they don't care about the game. Now y'all don't care about the game. They just accepted that they can't beat Michigan now. I like that. Yeah. Just accept that y'all can't beat us. See, but I know what they be trying to do. They try to act like, oh, we can't beat, we don't care about the game, and then they gonna mess around and get a win, and then they gonna be feeling good. Then they're gonna be feeling good. They're trying to play they're trying to be slick with it. I need Oregon to wreck all their hopes and I need Oregon. I'm gonna keep it 100. I need Oregon to go on and beat these dudes because I can't really enjoy the playoff like I want to enjoy it with Ohio State in here. They fans, they still kind of cocky. You know, Garrison, he got that little smile back. Josh on the House Divided. Shout out to House Divided. He got that little smile back. Like, we need that. I need that little smile, that smirk. I need it gone. Where they worried about what's happening next season and all that. You know what I'm saying? I need it gone. Like, I need them to lose. What up, bro? Yo. Gerard, you live.
Hello?
Yo, your connection bad, bro.
Hey, yeah? Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's lagging though.
Can you hear me now, bro?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, I'll call back. Let me call back. Yo, what up?
Hey, it was good, man. That was a good win, man.
Yeah,
that was a good win.
We needed
But we did, man. Look, man, I think I heard you mention Ben. I think Ben Hall gonna transfer. We got Haynes coming, so we're gonna have Haynes and Marshall. That's gonna be so nice. Then you got Bryce Underwood's gonna start, so I think we're gonna have a three-headed monster there because he can run the ball too. It's gonna be sweet.
Oh yeah, we need it. We need that. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Ben Hall. I'd like to see him lose weight. I think that's what's holding him back. Honestly, I think he's too big.
That could be true, but I just don't see him playing next year. I mean, Haynes is coming. Haynes is better than him, from what I've seen.
That's a
so
fact.
So Marshall, you know, that's going to be a 1A, 1B. That's not even going to be 1-2. That's going to be 1A, 1B to me. So we're going to have another two-headed monster at running back, and then I don't see how Bryce Underwood doesn't start. I mean, after Orgy threw that interception, for them to still not try out Jaden Davis, that to me that says a lot because he's been here. He was there for spring practices. He was there for the summer. He was there for fall camp. He was there for bowl camp. So I mean,
it was shocking to me that he didn't play. As I was watching, I was thinking like, man, we're gonna mess around, lose this game because they won't play. They don't trust Orgy, and then he throws the pick. Okay, I see why you're not trusting him. Put in Jaden Davis.
That means he must be bad. That he has to be, right? I mean, if you're in a position to lose a game and the guy you just put in who you know isn't good throws a bad pick at that, right to the guy, you would have thought the Alabama player was the receiver on that play. Throws it to him and you still don't try something different. That just tells right. I don't know how Bryce Underwood doesn't start. Is what I'm getting at. If that's what we got in the QB room, how does he not start?
I don't know. He should start. It's looking like he should start. You know, some people want Mikey Keene since he's familiar with the Chip Lindsey system, but
That'd be a waste to me.
what
That'd
you
be a
gonna
waste.
start the first couple games? You just really trying to get past Brent Venables in Oklahoma?
Yeah, that's a waste to me. And like, he's a mid quarterback. We want to win titles. That's what we want to do. Okay, so winning titles, we don't start a guy like Kane. We don't do that, right? We start a guy that people compare and say he's the best high school quarterback since Trevor Lawrence. Some say he's even better as a prospect than Trevor Lawrence. I mean, start him. Look at what we got coming back next year. I mean, this defense looks way better than I thought it was going to be missing who they were missing. And then that running back room is going to be sweet. And I don't know if you talked about that right tackle looks promising. That 6'8" monster they got a right tackle.
Yeah.
True freshman. And then we got the 5-star tackle coming in. Maybe he could be the left tackle.
You talking about Babylon?
Yeah, so we got the 6'8" monster, true freshman, probably going to be the right tackle next year. And if I know they usually don't start, but if he's good enough, he's talented enough, the 5-star get him a left tackle. I mean, sky's the limit, man. I say you roll the dice, and if you can call it rolling the dice, and you just start Bryce Underwood.
Yeah, and that's the big question: is if the line, how good is the line going to be? Because you don't want to roll him out there, and the line can't pass block like this year. Evan Link was a turnstile. You don't want to start Bryce Underwood, and he's getting destroyed back there every time.
Well, I'll say this: the pass blocking was really good these last 3 games.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
If you look at, especially against some top opponents here, they were really good against Ohio State. Now, we know Ohio State, they don't got the best edges or whatnot, but still, even against blitzes against Ohio State, I don't think, did we give up a sack against Ohio State?
No.
I don't think we did. And then today we gave up, I think a sack or 2, but for the most part, pass protection was there. So, I mean, I think we got all the tools to make a run next year.
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
hey, I got for sure. I got to say this about Wink Martindale, man. One, in the beginning of the year, I was like, oh, man, it's looking like some Don Brown-ish, right? But one thing Don Brown would never do is change his stubbornness. Don Brown was going to go out how he was going to go out, and that was it. Wink Martindale went from us questioning him to being like, please stay here for life. Please just stay here. Because he was like, you know what? There's zero blitz stuff. Me bringing the house, leaving guys on islands like, no, we ain't doing that. I'm going to look at what was here before. I'm going to trust my front 4. I'm going to show some pre-snap, switch it up once the ball snap. I'm going to adjust. And he did that, and he's been masterful.
Yeah. He looked himself in the mirror a little bit, but that's what you got to do. You can't just go and say, "Oh, it's my way. I'm coming from the pros. I'm that dude. I'm the OG." Nah, bro. You're coming from somebody. You're coming behind somebody that just had a legendary defense, an all-time great defense. Like, you really didn't want to change much, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no need. It's the same system, so keep it about the same. And as we got to Northwestern, Ohio State, and today, it looked just like Jesse Minter's scheme. It looked the same.
Yeah, really since the second half of the Oregon game. Really.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
We had a bad first, I guess, quarter against Indiana, but those last 3 quarters, I mean, we pretty much shut them up. So I'm excited. These are the players that mostly are going to be playing next year, and they look phenomenal on defense.
Yeah, they did.
I'm excited, man. We're going to see what's up. And, I got to say this. I will, because I got little criticisms. Like that timeout before half, that was dumb. That was a stupid time.
I missed that.
You didn't see that?
No, I was at the game. I was going to get some snacks or something. It was yeah.
So it's 3rd and 2, 34 seconds left for Alabama. He calls a timeout, and they're like on the 20 of their side of the field. And then the next play, Jalen Milroe runs it for like 60.
Okay. I do remember that. Okay, I was.
That was a dumb timeout.
I thought Bama called that timeout. That's why I was confused.
No, we did. Isn't that crazy?
Okay. Because you don't get all that. They don't, you at the game, they don't announce all of that stuff, some of that stuff. So I thought Bama had called timeout.
You would have thought so, but I don't know what that was dumb because we get the ball at half. We're up 9. Why give them more time? And then they ended up getting.
Harbaugh struggled with it a little bit too, honestly.
He did, but Harbaugh wouldn't. I don't think Harbaugh would have called timeout there. That was because our offense wasn't really doing nothing. So you want to give you're up 9, play ball control. You know what I'm saying? Make them, I don't think it was just that was really the only dumb thing. And then the offense was just putrid. I mean, overall, yeah. Once Davis Warren went down, it was just it was what it was. I think the punter was an improvement. I'll say that. So, all right, man, I got to go, but go Blue. I'm very excited for next year. We're going to make it 5 in a row against Sockeye State. It's going to be sweet, and I think we could be in a championship run again.
Yes, sir. Definitely. That was Go Blue Brad, I think that was. Let's read this super chat. Bobby Boucher, appreciate the $20. He said, "Here's some cash for a bag of apples next season, Johnny. It makes me wonder how far we could have went if we had a somewhat competent OC." Got you. Yeah, if we had a competent OC, ain't no telling. What we could have been. My guy. What up, my guy? Let me bring up your favorite Buckeye legend, podcasting legend. Y'all love to hate him. He really bleeds maize and blue. He really does, y'all. He was born and raised in Michigan. I believe he still lives in Michigan. Don't let him fool you. He loves Michigan. My guy, your guy, Garrison.
You be lying. You be lying a lot, man. You be lying a lot. No, it was you lied, but it was cool. But I just got done doing a show with Josh. I was like, yeah, I got to jump in. I got to see if Johnny's still on right now. No, man. Hey, congrats to y'all, bro. I think that y'all beat the same team twice in 1 year. That's actually in a calendar year. That's insane. That's insane.
2 for 1.
No, I was kind of upset, bro, because I actually had you guys winning up until yesterday, and then like Bryce, my co-host, he gave a stat to me that he said that in this game, right, the guys that'll be playing, like 4.2% of the production was going to be playing in this game. And when I heard that, I said, well, dang, yeah. Like I'm a big Bama, and I was very bullish about it. Now I still laid the bet of picking you guys to cover. I really appreciate you guys for filling my pockets again. I actually this is the 3rd year in a row. Actually, I bet you guys to cover against us. I always say, but if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna make some money on it. No, so, Wink Martindale deserves some flowers.
You was hard on him.
Yes. And I had reasons. I had reasons. But for him to adjust over the course of the season and the way he did was very impressive. And then to come out, now it's not like I believe Alabama's offense to be like really good, but to come out, man, you're missing guys.
Yeah.
Josiah Stewart's been one of the best offensive ends in the country and edge rushers in the country. You don't have 2 of the top 3-5 defensive tackles and the best defensive tackle in college football playing this game. You're moving Barham to edge a little bit more, so that's his first time doing that. So that's something new. You still don't got Will Johnson. You got different safeties playing, and then you come out in that defensive performance. No, that was impressive. That was impressive.
Ryan Williams, 3 catches for 8 yards. The phenom.
Bro, well, now I'm happy that now we can end that him and Jeremiah conversation. But no, that was actually crazy because they couldn't throw it downfield. They kept running screens to him.
Yeah.
I just, bro, when you guys went up, when you guys were up by 6, in my mind, the game was over. The game was wrapped.
Mm-hmm.
When y'all got that field goal, then I knew. I was like, dude, there's just no way. Even when they were coming down to take the lead, I'm thinking to myself, first off, dude, there are a lot, Wink Martindale now knows in this game that he can blitz whenever he wants. You're in trouble. He can just go back to doing whatever he wants to do. And then, on that last drive, I'm just like, bro, how are they going to get into the end zone? Because they blitz on the first play, blitz on the second play, blitz on the third play. I'm on the phone with my boy Lawson, who's a huge Michigan fan. I said, bro, watch. I bet you Wink Martindale's about to go into some mean ass coverage right now, and that's what they do. And I'm like, oh, and I said, because the chances are Jalen Miro he won't be able to read what he's doing.
No. And that's the thing with Wink, and also with playing Jalen Milroe. You want to, because he really wants to throw downfield or either run. So you blitz him. This. So this works for Jesse Minter and Wink. Those guys want to blitz at least one guy usually, if not 2 with Wink. He wants to bring 2 or 3. So this game was kind of perfect for them or for Wink because, hey, I want to blitz. As long as I don't get those 0 blitz, I should be fine. But bringing 1, he's learned that you don't have to bring 2 all the time and 3.
Right.
Just bring 1, and make it, and even make it somebody that they don't expect. So you're just bringing 5, but it's a corner, or it's a linebacker, or you're bringing 4, and one of them's a corner or a linebacker, and one of the DNs is dropping out. So he's gotten real good with that.
Yeah, and I also think it's a good win going into the next season. Gives you some momentum, especially on the defensive side. Offensively, it was what it was. I'll start with some flowers. Jordan Marshall, boy.
He's nice.
That boy, nice. Because I was checking, I was like, okay, he's at 3.5 a carry. Okay. And I said, but I'll see how he finishes the game. And then that one play, bro, makes a cut to the right, cut to the left, gets back outside. Buddy gets on him. He just,
bro, he put him in a body bag.
I was like,
you let the freshman put you in a body bag like that, boy.
Yeah, he looks good, man. He looks really good. I was listening earlier. Ben Hall got to lose some pounds. You're right about that.
He's too big.
Yeah, but and regardless, he's gonna be the third string back no matter what next year.
Yeah,
so, but no, Jordan Marshall looked really good. Andrew Sprague, he held his own. Now I thought for a true freshman, and he was a highly touted recruit for you guys. I thought he was gonna be a good player for you guys eventually, but to come in as a true freshman, your first game, you're going against Alabama, who has really good players all around. Andrew Sprague played really good in that game. And then I'm happy about this because I like being right.
Oh,
I like being right.
What you was right about, bro?
So after the game, I called Bryce, and I asked him after knowing Orgy went 2 for 3. How many yards? 2 or something like that. An interception.
2 for 3 for 2 yards and an interception.
Yeah. I said, is it safe to say now Jaden Davis is never going to play a game at the University of Michigan? I couldn't imagine the point of just keeping him in the game. I just because everything you did with Orgy, you could have done with Jaden Davis, which is just give the ball to Jordan Marshall
Pretty much.
and throw screenplays. You know, I thought that could have been an opportunity for him to get in the game and get some reps.
I think we all did.
Yeah, but I think it's telling that he didn't get in that game.
It is. And so it bothered. I think it bothered a lot of us that he didn't, because it looked like we were going to find a way to lose that game messing around with just handing it off every time. It's like, okay, get this dude in the game. Let's see what he's got. We don't have anything to lose. We want to. It'd be nice to get a look at him, but I don't know. That's the one negative that I do have from this game, that I didn't get to see him.
Yeah, I think that's the only negative I would bring from this game. Like the offense is the offense, and I think to expect it to have been different in this game is, it wasn't going to happen. But I mean, the only negative, you're right. The only negative to point out from this game is Jaden Davis not getting in the game. But I mean, like I told you, but that's why I asked you. I asked you this question last week, if he would ever play, and
I said probably not.
But next year, I actually commented on somebody on X and saying like you guys would have the best running back duo in the I think someone said in the country. I said, okay, let's hold off on it. But after this game, I could see you guys going into next year having one of the top 5 running back duos in the country next year. I easily see that.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be nice. Jordan Marshall, another year of learning the system, getting acclimated to the college game, weight room, all of that.
That boy acclimated. Forget all that. That boy acclimated. That boy looked good.
He looked real nice. So
yeah,
I'm looking for him to be that dude next year for real. What did you think about? What do you think is going on with Jalen Milroe? Like, what is he doing? Is he going to the draft? Is he transferring? Is he staying at Bama? Like, what's up with him?
He should go to Grambling. Go transfer to Grambling.
Grambling.
If you want to be a quarterback, go play at Grambling. I just the dude is a he's a slightly better Alex Orgy.
I mean, he got 35 touchdowns.
Bro, it's
36 now.
I don't know. Like, I think that when he has, all right, so he's better than Alex Orgy, but I mean, when he has to play real defenses, I just don't think he's the guy. He can't pass. He doesn't. Bro, there was a play in the game, and you might remember it because you were at the game, right? Yeah, you were at the game, where Ryan Williams runs a in route. He goes 10 yards, 15 yards up, comes towards the middle, and this dude just sits there holding onto the ball for like 25 seconds. And then he gets sacked. And
he does seem to hold on to the ball way too
He can't read, bro. He can't read defenses. And I mean, when you put yourself in a hole against an elite defense like you did in the first quarter, bro, you can't. In the first quarter, bro, when you have 2 fumbles and an interception, 99.9% of the time you are going to lose that game. You are going to. I don't care how bad the other offense is. You're going to lose.
They got shell shocked when it started raining. When it started raining, they instantly got shell shocked.
And I want to thank y'all for continuing to help my narrative about SEC trench play against the Big Ten. We're better than them. We're a better conference than them now. We have better quarterbacks. I think we have better coaches. I just dude, the Big Ten's been pounding on the SEC in this bowl season so far. I think we've lost one of them now, one game, but it was a good performance out of you guys. It was a good performance. Like, but for what you guys had been this season, to losing Davis Warren, I think if you ask most Michigan fans, if I told you guys you were going to lose Davis Warren early in this game, you were probably going to lose. But they weathered that storm. Sharon Moore did a good job of doing that. I'm gonna start calling him the Will Howard for you. He makes boneheaded mistakes. I don't know why he called that timeout. It made no sense. I can literally pick 1 or 2 plays every game, or I'm sorry, 1 or 2 decisions every game where Sherrod Moore just does things, and I'm not even a Michigan fan, and it pisses me off.
I mean, he's still learning.
Just like you, I hate horrible coaching.
It bothers me.
Yeah, that's what you say. It bothers me.
For real, I hate bad coaching, bro. Like, because I just imagine sitting here and watching these dudes make bad calls and just dumb decisions, football 101 decisions, and you can't make them. And I'm at home and I know to do this stuff like instantly. It bothers me because I'm not making that money. You making hundreds of thousands. You making millions.
Making millions.
And you don't know to do these things, you know? So it bothers me.
Yeah, going into next year, man. I'm gonna get going here. I gotta get ready for the night and watch some football.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna still be listening to you. I gotta clean the kitchen. But yeah, I think going into next year with Bryce, because I don't think that what's his name, Mikey Keene, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He won't be the quarterback all season.
You said he won't?
He won't.
No.
But I just can't see a 5'11", 200-pound quarterback going to the Big Ten. But
even if he was, the problem is if he has 2 bad drives in a row, it might just be 1.
Oh, they
gonna be calling for him.
Bro, y'all have 115, 16,000. There will be 115, 16,000 people screaming Bryce's name.
They were doing it, bro. They were doing it for Orgy earlier in the year.
Exactly. And they'll do it for him. They damn sure gonna do it for the hometown kid. They
gonna be going crazy.
Oh man, hey, Mikey, don't throw an interception, bro. Don't throw an interception.
We want Bryce. We want Bryce, and it sounds smooth. We want Bryce.
No.
Want.
Now they're going Underwood. Like it's gonna be, and you gonna be in Florida doing the same thing.
You got that right. I'm gonna be right here doing it too. You right about that.
Oh man. All right, bro. Well, I'll talk to you soon, man. Have a good show and congrats on your win.
Yes, sir. Enjoy your new year, bro. Be safe.
You do the same, man. Happy New Year.
Yes, sir. That's a Buckeye legend in the podcast world. He's really an undercover. He's really undercover because he acts like he's a Buckeye fan, but he really bleeds maize and blue. I'm one of the few people that knows it. So I'm just I let it be known. Garrison, a Michigan fan. He was born, it's in his blood. It's in his blood. So that's Garrison. Check him out, Voice of College Football, Ohio State channel. Like I said, he's a spy for Michigan. So it might sound like he a Buckeye fan, but just know he's really a Michigan fan. He's a spy for us. Let me bring up. Yo, what up, bro?
What's going on, Johnny?
Nothing much.
Hey, one quick thing on Miro before I ask you what I gotta ask you. Heard y'all talking about Miro. What I've noticed is under pressure, it speeds his mind up. He gets in his own head when he's pressured like that. And I believe that's the reason why he can't see the field, because he's always second guessing himself. Get hit too much to be a quarterback for real.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I heard y'all, you with the quote unquote Avengers, and they try to give you War Machine, and Maniac's my guy, but we ain't gonna find him in the middle of Wakanda. They didn't get you Black Panther. I'm just saying. So I figured, you was like, we're gonna work on this because I ain't no War Machine, I ain't no sidekick, right? No. So I said Kane the Conqueror. You know why?
Hey, I like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He a villain, but I ain't gonna front. I like that, bro.
Yeah, don't nobody want to see him one-on-one. You know what I'm saying?
He's a conqueror. That's power. That's strength.
Yeah, man. But hey, next year, Michigan. Say they don't add another player. Let's just say Skylar Bell, because it looked like he's already forecasted to the team. A wide receiver from UConn. Say he joins, don't add anyone else. How you see the season playing out?
Hold on, say it again.
I said right now, Michigan, the team as it is right now, just add Skylar Bell, a wide receiver from UConn, because he already forecasted to Michigan. How do you see? How do you forecast the team doing next year? I
Pretty
want
good.
MarMar to answer this too.
Pretty good, because we got an easier schedule. You know, we got a favorable schedule. The big question is, are they going to start Bryce, or how long does it take for Bryce to start and for him to get comfortable? But the schedule is favorable. You know, if I look at the schedule, I'd probably say we got 3 actual big games like that. Ohio State, Oklahoma, and I think we might play Penn State this next year again. But
We got them.
yeah, and like Washington and those teams, but
Oh, my
most
bad,
of those
brother.
teams aren't that good. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if we had a competent offense this year, ain't no telling what we probably make the playoff, but we didn't have one. So, you know, so next year I'm looking for us to make the playoff. You know, however that is, probably was it at 10-2 most likely.
Anything short of a playoff to me
is a disappointment.
Right, because like they always say, Michigan got the next man up too, and that's what we saw today. That's what I learned today. That's my biggest takeaway. Next man up for Michigan is good too. Might not be that top 5 pick, but he gonna be somewhere in that draft. That's what I see.
Yes,
They
sir.
pretty good, especially on defense, man. That defense crazy.
Crazy, man. Nah. Hey, listen, them guys. I was like I was telling Johnny earlier. I was telling people at work, Michigan fans at work. I'm like, bruh, nothing against Graham, Stewart, and Grant, but the guys behind them were ready. They were ready. They were hungry, man. They had to wait their turn. We out here developing people, man. That's the difference. We beating people in the trenches for real. And now it's Jerome coaching like an NFL game, like smothering the last 2 games. He just smothered people. I mean, with his gameplay, you know, even without a quarterback and a competent offense that can go out here and put up points, he was smothering teams. Like, now you're gonna play the way we want to play it. And you see that they kept running it. Even if they were only getting 3-4 yards. He just stuck with it. And after a while, that bores other opposing teams. It bores them. They like, dang, man, they just gonna keep doing the same old thing, and then they get beat down, and then that's when that bowling constrictor come through and smother them.
Yeah, because what was it? Ohio State, between Ohio State and Bama, we won those games with 130 passing yards combined. That's unheard of.
Hey, they asked Matt
That's
Berry.
physicality.
Yeah. They asked Matt Berry when was the last time that Michigan played in 2 games where they were at least 20-point underdogs. And he got it right. He said back in like 1940 something, or during the Bo Schembechler year, 70 something, where Michigan has done that. Hey, listen, I believe this is what I believe about Sharon. Sharon got that Bo in him, that Lloyd Carr in him, and that Jim Harbaugh in him. And then a little mixed in with a little Bobby Petrino and Bob Stoops. Oh man, Sharon Moore out here showing you how to coach with less. He just showed you what he could do with less. We finished the season off 8-5. That's not bad. I know we wanted more.
Not for how it was looking. It was looking like it was going to be work.
Man,
Yeah,
but we finished 85.
yeah. To be fair, Sharon had to get his stuff together, man. For real, he had to get his belief back too. That's why
Yeah,
they had to buy in bye week. That was for him too. Don't get it twisted. That was for him too, because he was losing belief on them sidelines himself.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
yeah, he
was.
looked like it.
He was in
Yeah,
the
he
zone.
was looking like it.
it looked like he talked to one of his mentors, and they told him, keep grinding, keep going at it, keep chipping away. You know what I'm saying? You got that Block M on your chest. You know, man, ain't no quitting us. They saw how lost he was looking on them sidelines.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Then you
Looking
get
up in the
fired,
sky in the Texas game, that I was bewildered.
and then when
You
he got
remember that,
fired, yeah,
JG?
yeah, man,
And
yeah,
you remember how he was looking up in the sky in the Texas game, and I was like, bruh,
He was looking like Ryan Day. In the
yeah, bro. He was like, what did I get myself into?
yeah,
You in
he
it
thought,
now, boy. You in it now. That's all. You in it.
Yeah.
yeah, pants went all up his back and everything. Heck yeah, but you know what I'm saying? As far as next year goes, I'ma just say it. Bryce gonna be the quarterback. I think Mikey King just coming to hold a clipboard. And I say that because the way Bryce carried himself, he know he the man. He know he that guy. He know it. And
Period.
when somebody know it, you ain't no stopping that, man. He went
At
in
all.
as a freshman in high school and beat Dante Moore for the championship. Then went back as a sophomore and said, man, this ain't nothing new to him. He ready. That boy ready for the moment.
Yeah, once he gets comfortable, it's a wrap. Once he gets comfortable with the speed of the game, like think about Orgy. Orgy,
Why they brought Keen in?
I've never seen Orgy look comfortable, and it bothers me. I've never seen Orgy look comfortable. If Orgy was to get comfortable, who knows how he would look? Like he don't never look comfortable, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
They
yeah,
don't
but
have to set him
they
up
shot
to
up his
be
confidence
comfortable
though.
though.
That's why he ain't got no confidence. That's why.
They,
I mean, his coach.
they don't set him up to be comfortable though. Let him run a little
Exactly,
bit. You know what I mean? Let him
exactly.
run a little bit and then hit him with a throw. You know what I mean? They're off rhythm with him. They didn't really know what to do with him.
Nah,
And they let practice get to him too much. This is college, man. Don't nothing have to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna run him. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta let him throw a couple times. Make the defense respect something.
He did
well,
throw a couple times.
No, don't tell him on 3rd and 20 to throw that bull crap.
yeah, yeah.
No, man.
But like
that's
y'all,
him in the
do
red
y'all?
zone. I thought he
Yeah,
said
exactly,
Fred Moore
exactly.
was on it.
Hey,
Exactly
Fred
that play in
Moore
the
was
red
looking
zone.
dangerous.
he was looking like a number one receiver for a minute.
Hey, he might just be. They
Yeah.
did say that they expected him to be a star when they recruited him. Maybe he growing into that.
Hey, look, he showed that toe drag that he did at that catch in the end zone. I said he him. Watch.
That was a hell of a catch. That was a
Hey,
hell of a
hell of a
catch.
catch. And the way Warren put the ball there, I said,
Yeah.
bro, what's going on?
I mean,
Hey,
but
what's going on with
that's the thing.
Marion Walker, man? I
But
ain't
that's the
seen
thing with
that
Warren.
He cat.
man
But that's
forever.
the thing with Warren. That's the thing with Warren is like he'll show you flashes of like why he got the job, but then he'll throw a dumbass pick or like they'll but like the offense is clearly limited with him. Like, can you tell me why in the bowl game, not even week 1, in the bowl game, we're still running the read option with him? Why? That's not fooling anybody. Like, but we're still doing that crap. Like, if then they put Orgy in the game and he's still not pulling it.
I'm
That's the shit that gets me, man. That's the shit that eats me up. Like I can't wait till hopefully we got a real OC now who knows what to do with this offense. Like if we can get that type of coaching that we got from Wink on the offensive side, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit, man.
Hey, but keep in mind too, the offensive coordinator is also the QB coach. So that hopefully that pays dividends.
Hey, did you hear about I'm gonna go into what you saying, JG. Drake May called Sharon Moore and told him to get Chip Lindsey. He said, man, Chip Lindsey did more for me in 1 year than anybody else. So
Sam
they
Webb,
said,
Sam Webb said the same thing. Like the day after Lindsey got hired, he said the same thing. But yeah,
they saying Chip Lindsey him.
Yeah, so far the players loving him.
And then, King played under him at UCF, so he knows his offense. So that's why he was brought in, JG, to really ease what's-her-face into it.
Yeah, MarMar, that's clipboard status. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. Clipboard. Yep. You right.
yeah. But like next year, though, like if we get this type of defense with just like an average quarterback play, we're 10-2. Like this is what they did with no quarterback. Now we give us a full season with a real quarterback. Bruh, come on. Like it's like you guys said it earlier. Like it's anything less than the playoffs is going to be a disappointment.
And I man, they got to start Bryce day one. They have to, because the way I look at it is forget all that easing in, because that second game you got Oklahoma. Oklahoma might not be the best team, but that environment is going to be hectic. I need
it's probably
Bryce
going to be a night
that
game too.
environment right off rip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to wait. Get them out there against that, because that game in the grand scheme of things won't matter. It's all about the conference, for real. You know what I'm saying? So get them in that game. Let him start that game. Let everything come on his shoulders and see what he do.
Mm-hmm. But I've been listening to some of the Bama post game. Man, they're trashing Jalen. They're trashing him. But like my whole thing about him is that like I think that he's got a little bit of PTSD from last year because we was on his ass. Then the game started and we were on his ass. And then from the rest of the game on, he's got a clock in his head, that's like real short. And so even if his guys are open, he's already like panicking. You know what I mean? Like we were getting after him all day long. We had 5 sacks on them again. Well, we had 6 sacks last year or earlier this year because we beat them twice in 1 year.
I think it was 7.
Yeah, but we were on him all game long, and his guys were not open. Like.
So did that make us the better program? Did that make us better than Alabama? Because listen, we didn't. Hey, listen, we are two man. Listen,
I mean,
I ain't trying to preach.
We ate them up.
We are 2-0 against Alabama in 1 calendar year. We are 2-0 against Caleb Downs in 1 calendar year. We are 2-0 against DeBoer in 1 calendar year. Come on, man.
Man,
that's crazy, bro. I ain't never seen that done.
Man, that offensive line coach over there in Alabama, man. So that's who they need to be trashing. They need to be trashing him and Caden Proctor, because he the 5-star going back and forth, Alabama, Iowa, playing everybody with all their feelings, getting the bag here, getting the bag there. And he can't even block the backup DN.
Yeah, we was bullying him, but I'm telling you, our D line replenishes. We don't we don't rebuild, we reload. Man, they recruited guys. They have recruited guys. I've been high on these guys since they came to the school. I watch high school tape like, bro, they fit the Michigan defense philosophy. If you keep it the same and you keep people there that's running that defensive line always gonna eat. And guess who I feel sorry for next year?
And they
Ohio
still
State
coming too. They got 2
Ohio State. Now we can score with you, Ohio State. And that defensive line is hungry. You bring in a few more guys to plug in, a couple more guys for the offensive linemen, 1 more receiver. Shamar's more get trash. I don't care what nobody say. Shamar's garbage.
He always run when he ain't supposed to run.
Yeah, man, like, bro, like, what are you doing? Man. He's so good at talking all that, running his mouth, running them routes.
Yeah, Samaj.
Brooks had a good game. TJ Guy had a monster game.
Yeah, TJ, that guy. I stopped to talk to him after the game in Arkansas State game. Me and him rap for about 10 minutes. You feel me? I told him, I said, you him, bro. I seen it last year. You him.
Yeah.
Your turn. Eat him.
Yeah, he's gonna be
And
good.
then
He's
all of
gonna
a
be real
sudden,
good.
I ain't gonna say it was me, but I'm gonna toot the horn a little bit here. When I talked to him after that Arkansas State game, that man been cooking. You
inspired
welcome.
him. You
You
inspired him.
welcome. I told him, I said, bro, you him. You him. The way he get up. Listen, if y'all watch all the games, TJ got, he gets off the line like Aiden Hudson. He gets to the quarterback. He may not always get the sack, but he's there, bro. He's going to be a problem next year.
Yeah.
And Wink running that same shit, Mike McDonald. Oh, my goodness, bro. You seen it today.
Hey, Karen Brett a problem too.
Brett, Etta, they were they were rotating guys. They were all eating.
Hey, Nichols, you got Baxter, you got Etta man, they gonna man.
But yo, did y'all notice the game plan though on defense was like, again, it was two high safeties and they ain't got nothing to go over the top with. I don't understand why Tennessee did not do that. Like that's
because
the game plan.
Tennessee is not us.
I know, but like still, like I understand that they're not us. Clearly we have a better defensive line, 100%. But like even the fundamental game plan of like they were going single high and like zero against the Buckeyes. Like I don't understand that, man. Like we gave you the game plan to cap in this offense. Like you can't completely stop it, but you can cap it for sure. And they just don't want. We did the same thing to Bama today. We did the same thing last year to Bama. We put two high safeties, keep everything in front of you, and make Jalen beat you with his legs.
Hey, what you saying that? But if you watch Alabama in the last 4 games, they always have been relying on Milroe's legs. You know what I'm saying? More than they did in the beginning of the season. And that started taking away from your producers that you were throwing to. Williams didn't have big games in the last 3 games. If you go and watch tape on them, I mean, like I watch everything about the teams we play because I always trying to compare Michigan against them because I'll be like, man, if we put them in a phone booth, it'd be tough to overcome that. And what you talking about, the two high safeties, I don't think the SEC know how to play. There's only one team that play, 2 teams in the SEC that play real good defense, and that's Texas and Georgia. Them the only 2 teams I will put up against Ohio State is shutting down like we did.
Well, it's the same thing as it's always been. The Big Ten has always had the better coaching, but the SEC always had the better players. It's been that way since history. Big Ten, they hold on to their coaches, the good coaches. You see them, no matter what their wins, losses is, if they're a good coach, the school keeps them. See, the Big Ten will let you know who can't coach because they'll fire them quick. Look at Purdue. They looking for that coach. You can't coach, you getting up out of the Big Ten.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Johnny, I missed the first part of your show. Did you go to the game?
Yeah.
Oh, my man. All right, listen, I got to bounce. Go Blue. Big win. Looking forward to the new year, man.
Got you. Appreciate it, O-Rock.
Johnny. And wouldn't answer the phone.
Bro, you in the stands. You ain't hearing nothing on the phone.
Hey, listen. I just wanted you to put the phone down so I can hear the crowd. That's it. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing with you, big dog. I know you was out there enjoying the sun. I should have been with you. I needed a tan.
Well, all right, I'm gonna let y'all have it.
All right, JG.
All right, JG. Nah, man, I just like to be in the sun. I get darker, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I got to blend in with the hat I'm wearing sometimes.
Bro, it was so bright out there once when the sun came back out, man. It was so hot.
I know, man. That Florida rain is different, ain't it?
Yeah, it came down so fast. Like
Yeah, I seen it on TV. I was like,
then,
dang.
It cleared up after halftime, or no, it cleared up in the second quarter.
Yeah, I seen that.
And when that sun came out, it instantly got hot, like super hot.
You know who is that was raining on us? That was Michi, bro. Rest his soul.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, you would have been mad on Twitter. It was this dude named Lil Hayes. He was putting up Lil Meat's picture talking about him. That's why he died, talking like that and stuff. I had to check, dude. Yeah, it was an Ohio State fan doing it though.
I don't rock with people. Who was that? Buckeye Scoop. Barden. He was in Minister Sports Chat one day doing all that stuff, talking about where's Michi, Michigan fans. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, man. Listen, he ain't gonna go to Hey, Johnny, they ain't gonna go to Muskegon and talk that mess.
Bro, for you to say stuff like that, bro, I don't care where you at. That's just trash. You a trash person, bro. You talk like that about somebody like that?
I mean you just ain't got a conscience, or you just a heartless person, man. And you need your face thumped in.
Man, I can't. I don't even want to see you. I block stuff like that. Like I don't want to see you. I don't want you to exist. Because we don't. Like I want to like you don't exist no more. I don't want to see your name because you wild. Like you talk about somebody that passed away of an illness like that, and you can just talk about it like that. Something wrong with you. Like
they would be. He would have came. Hey, he would have went to Michigan too.
Man, I can't rock with nobody like that. I don't want to go back and forth with you. Nothing. Like you got to go.
I'm just different, man. I gotta go at them, man. I just gotta let them know. I get it that I can't put my paws on them over the internet, but I'm the type of dude that's like, man, I root for everybody, man. I root for everybody. I'm not hating on nobody, man. I just want people to. But when you be coming at people and talking junk, I'll be like, man, I gotta check you, man. Because that's crazy that you're gonna do that over internet, but you ain't gonna do it in real life. I mean, I know online is real life, but you sitting behind a screen, like you won't say that to the people face though. So I just don't understand that. That's why I be going at people, man. No disrespect though.
No, hey, that's just me with stuff like that. Stuff like that is sick to me, bro. Like that's some sick stuff for you to even to say that stuff to me. Like some of this stuff it really trips me out that people will get online and just say sick stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you don't care about human life. You don't care about
at all.
You don't care about nothing. Like you just, he's a Michigan fan. I hope your mom dies.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Got him.
Just roast me. Just say something funny. Yeah. Yeah, so I can roast you back. Yeah, don't just go, yeah.
That's diabolical sick stuff. I don't rock like that. Yeah, I don't rock like that, bro.
At all. What up, Steve? And I don't know who this is right here with the school bus.
Hold up, man. My bad. I had to get off. I just waited till I got off because I was up earlier and I was like, let me just go to clock out first. But what's going on, Johnny? What's going on, MarMar?
What's up, though?
Man, I was looking. I had to look at some stats. So, O-State averaging 492 yards a game, 38 points a game. Alabama was averaging 34 points a game, 436 yards a game. Michigan held them to their combined 1.5 points a game the last two games. Held them to Alabama to their second lowest total, other than Oklahoma, and held O-State with backups, basically. Can you imagine how this team gonna look next year? With how Michigan's played? Like them, Wink Martindale, I was wrong. Johnny, I know you said you apologized. I was wrong about Wink. He did his thing out there today. He did his thing against O-State. I was wrong. I look forward to see what they do in the future. But man, them brothers showed off. And hey, you in trouble. If you didn't get Michigan this year, you in trouble. because they go. Jordan Marshall is a monster. Freddie Morris, he showed he had a pulse. Like they were beating guys with some of the worst quarterback play I've ever seen, and they were just still winning. Like what Johnny, you be saying, control butt whooping.
Yes,
That's what they did. They like Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Smith didn't do nothing against Michigan, and them two are the best receivers in the country. So Wink with another year with these guys, man, and Sprague, I'm loving that dude. I didn't know Sprague was that big. Like Michigan gonna be all right. They're gonna be just fine.
Definitely. Oh, there we go. Let me bring up Josh back up.
What up? Oh, there go Josh.
What up?
Hey, I like you, man, because you reasonable. I like you, man.
I'll take it.
Hey, Steve-O, I love you, brother. You him.
Love you right back. Now, Josh, I don't mess up. Hey, Josh, hey, I'm gonna be respectful on the host channel. Johnny like you, so I'm a rock with you. If Johnny stamp you, you're all good. But you're the only one. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, Josh, the cool one.
Look, man, I watched y'all game. I was like, oh shit, okay, look at them putting some shit together. Marshall out there looking like a running back for y'all. Look at y'all. Y'all putting some things together.
It's called development, Josh. It's called development, brother. I mean, that's a makeshift O-line. So next year you're gonna get a big dose of Jordan Marshall and Justice Haynes in Ann Arbor. It's gonna be a problem, my boy. I'm telling you that now.
It looks good. That's all I'm gonna say for now. We'll see what
Put that back up there, Johnny. I didn't read it. Ooh.
You see that, John?
I see it. Look, I mean, I see it. First of all,
did y'all see during the game when Sharon Moore whispered in Bryce's ear?
No, I didn't see that.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, he went over there after a drive and whispered in Bryce's ear.
We don't know what he said, though.
What did he
don't know what he said. We can only imagine, though. This your kid next year.
I don't know, man.
You see that, Josh? Back to this.
Look, you see that? I'll give you this. Jordan Marshall looked great. The defense looked good. Like MarMar said earlier, y'all defensive line does reload. Y'all schedule is easy enough next year. Y'all gonna probably be a playoff team next year.
You beat
us?
What?
Beating us though?
Y'all
Josh, stop it. Stop, Josh.
I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did. You said about your mannerisms.
You turned into Malcolm X. You was like beating us.
Why can't y'all just take the playoff team though? Like be a playoff team. Be a playoff team. Take that. I think y'all gonna probably be a playoff team.
Hey, y'all see Illinois is giving it to South Carolina too. The SEC week.
They losing? South Carolina losing to Illinois?
Yeah, they losing to Illinois. I see why.
They were just at the 1 yard line. One that they didn't score.
Hold on, let me see. Hey, I see why James Franklin be losing. You see his wife?
Man, chill out, man. That man wife ain't got nothing to do with that. Come on, man. I mean, but no. Hey, Josh, to answer your question, I mean, they couldn't beat Michigan. They couldn't beat a 6-5 Michigan team with a bad quarterback, bro. So
you right.
I wouldn't put too much stock. I mean, and O State losing a lot of guys. Even if they had them coming back, it wouldn't matter. But that's a lot to lose, gang. That's a lot to lose.
I would
in 1 year.
say we got a problem, just like y'all got a problem in that quarterback room. We don't know for sure who's going to be our quarterback. Y'all probably got a much better, not even probably, y'all got a better offensive line situation going into this than we do. Our offensive line situation looks the same as it does right now. We don't know what it's going to look like. The defense is still going to be elite, though, next year for us. And I'm sure the defense is going to look elite for y'all.
Elite?
The Ohio State defense ain't elite?
No.
Well, how?
No.
How is the offense?
No.
How?
I mean, like, name me 3 elite players. I'll give you downs, but name me 3 elite players. Not play because a lot of them guys are seniors. It took 4 years for them to be elite. Josiah Stewart has as many sacks as Sawyer and Tua Malloy combined. I think.
Take away from Michigan being elite at defense.
No, I never said Michigan was elite. Michigan has a really good defense. They're better than O State.
Got a really solid defense.
Right, but I mean, Old State defense is not better than Michigan. Period. They just got a lot of seniors. That's literally it.
Okay. All right, I'll give you that. The point is, I think we're going to reload a lot as well. You don't think that?
With who?
We're going to reload pretty well.
So I don't know who they replaced those guys.
We already got guys making plenty of rotations in right now on defensive line,
like who?
on linebacker. Arvell Reese making rotations in linebacker. Jermaine Matthews making rotations in DB, safety, D-line, Caden Curry, Kenyatta Jackson. And then maybe CJ Hicks at defensive line. Edric Houston.
CJ Hicks got some more time?
No, he's probably going to – I would say he's probably going to make his way to the D-line because it's not working for him at linebacker.
Okay.
If he does, he's going to enter a three-man probably rotation with Kenyatta Jackson and Caden Curry.
How much time did they get this year, even in blowouts? Because Michigan in 2023 rotated, like there were games where they played like literally 80 players. Did y'all do that a lot this year?
Not in the first half. Second half, more than likely. So, second half, a lot of Caden Curry, a lot of Kenyatta Jackson, quite a bit. Those are going to be your guys. I mean, those are going to be the guys for sure. What up, Rashad?
Okay, so you got Caleb Downs coming back, and is Benosa leaving or is he coming back?
I don't know, but even if he doesn't, then we got Jermaine Matthews, and then your pick of some of the young guys.
Okay, so Denzel Burke, he was trash out this freshman year. Anybody's better than him. You got Tua Maloau and Sawyer, two of the most overrated Ds I've ever seen in my life.
Jack Sawyer is overrated?
That's two of the most overrated DEs I've ever seen
even
in my life.
Great game you saw Jack Sawyer had against y'all?
You talking about one guy? Nah, bro, he was there 4 years. He didn't have a great game. He had an interception and then 2 tackles or something like that. That's it. That's it.
Okay. That's not a great game.
The whole year? What about the whole? You in front of a computer? Look up his sacks compared to Josiah Stewart and tell me what's the difference.
Sure. But our defensive ends have never gotten that much pressure on them since Chase Young.
Bro, you had two of the most overrated defense. Tua Maloau y'all say he was a first round pick. He's a third rounder at best. Sawyer's like a third or fourth rounder at best. Josiah Stewart at Michigan is a first rounder. He's better than both of them. Derek Moore is going to be better than both of these guys. These were the number 3 and number 6 overall players coming out of high school. And Josiah Stewart and Derek Moore are better than them. You don't want to have this conversation with me, but I mean, your D-line coach is okay. Who are your nose tackles? Are they better than Grant and Graham? No. Your linebackers, they slower than Christmas.
I've never made the argument that our team was way better than yours.
But you said they're elite. I'm telling you where they're not.
I definitely never said the defensive line was better.
No, you said the defense was elite. The defense is 11. No, they're not elite though. They're good.
I never made the argument that Michigan's wasn't better.
No, okay, but you said elite. That's what you said, right? They're not. Where are they elite? Besides Caleb Downs, where are they elite? The defense. Don't pick and choose because the defense is 11 guys. Where are they elite? Just because they've
been elite against runs, against Iowa's running backs, against Penn State's running backs, they've been elite.
Iowa. You said the defense. Not
Iowa's
the defense
running back has not been good this year.
You said the defense was elite. The defense is 11 guys. You can't just take 4 and then say
one example, and then you stop me.
No, but their defensive line, their 2 toughest games, they got smoked, my guy.
They haven't gotten pressure on the quarterback, but they've definitely stopped the run quite a bit, especially with the nose tackles.
So they were elite against trash competition. Basically, that's what you should say.
Trash competition?
Yeah, because Oregon and Michigan ran all over them. So where were they? They were elite against 91% of their schedule. That's what you should say. They won the game, bro. And Michigan had a backup. Michigan had a quarterback who threw for 62 yards.
Defense stopped them. It was Ohio State's offense that lost that game.
They didn't stop them enough because they lost.
We never stopped Michigan. Y'all only scored.
I never said that. I never said how many did O State score?
10.
Okay, so you didn't stop them enough.
It was garbage.
So now it's the offense. So I thought, but the offense was supposed to be elite coming into the season. So you can't move the goalposts. I thought y'all had the best running back tandem in the country.
And it didn't work out in that game. But did I ever come in here and say that? Did I say that they were elite going into that game?
No, I didn't talk to you, so I don't know.
I didn't say that going into that game.
So
obviously,
now it's the offense.
The game planning, the rivalry took his place in the game. No, I don't think so. There was
So,
plenty
so
of
what happened
mishaps.
against Oregon? What happened against Oregon then? What happened against Oregon then?
We lost by 1 point.
No, Trayshawn Holden. They didn't have Jordan Burch and Trayshawn Holden got ejected.
And at that, Denzel Burke had a terrible game, probably the worst game of his career.
So what about the defense? They lost as a team. It wasn't Denzel Burke versus Oregon. It was Oregon versus Ohio State.
And the defensive line didn't get any pressure. But ever since
But I
that
thought they
game,
were elite.
ever since that game, they haven't given up any passing touchdowns. And they've been getting pressure on quarterbacks.
But you can run the ball. But Khalil Mullings ran over them. They didn't give up passing. You're picking and choosing your argument. Just because they didn't play anybody with a good passing game. So that doesn't count.
Indiana doesn't have a good passing game?
No. Do they? Do they have a good passing game? Who did they beat? Who did Indiana beat this year? They had a good passing defense.
I didn't say they were elite. I said they were a
But
good
no, but you.
game. It's all they
Right,
had.
you brought up Indiana, so I'm just saying, like you moving the goalposts all over the place. So O State defense is elite. You said that. So they play. Their two toughest teams. They lost. Whether it was 1 point or 100 points, they still lost. So how would you elite when you lose your two toughest games? How?
The two toughest games being Michigan and Oregon.
And they lost, right? Both of them.
But then they won 2 other top 10 games.
Penn State and Indiana don't. For the sake of argument, we'll give them that.
Penn State is still in the playoffs.
Penn State? Who did they beat? I forgot who did Penn State beat?
Sure, they didn't beat anybody. They're still they're still a playoff team.
No, but I'm serious. I forgot who did they beat in the playoff. I really forgot.
Shit, you got me too.
Nobody remembers. You see what I'm saying? Nobody remembers. Johnny, who did they beat?
SMU. Boise State. They played
SMU. Lord have mercy. SMU. Not the Pony Express. They beat SMU. Man, Penn State got their tight end lining up as a quarterback. They are not elite. Indiana. Look, Indiana. Michigan gave the blueprint against Indiana. Michigan really showed O State how to beat them. They didn't have anything. Let's be real. And then Notre Dame smoked. So back to my question: where is O State's defense elite? Where? Not in 10 games. I'm talking about all season. Where are they elite? Because elite is a strong word. They can be good. They're not elite, my guy. They're not.
Stopping any passing touchdowns for the second half of the season is not elite.
You got rushing touchdowns, so you got special teams. A touchdown's a touchdown, no matter if it's running or passing or special teams, my guy. Try again. Where are they elite?
Stopping the run. They haven't completely stopped the run, but they oh my God.
They stopped Khalil Mullins? Did they stop Khalil Mullins and Davis Warren?
No, they didn't. But that looked like a show of the team that we're talking about right now.
Okay, so
they definitely had Dylan Sampson on the sideline shook.
Dylan and oh man, wow, not Tennessee's guy.
Would not step back on the field.
What about Jordan? What about Khalil Mullins?
Best player on their offense? What are we?
That's Tennessee, my guy.
This is what you do. This is what you do. When I bring somebody actually up, you start going like, "Oh, but really, they're not the team that we're talking about playoff teams here." How can you sit there and try to move the goalposts about playoff teams?
Michigan's not a playoff.
Hey, but the narrative now is that I talked to Ohio. I was going having a debate with an Ohio State fan the other day. And he said that, you don't have to beat Michigan, win your conference or win your conference championship. As long as you win a certain amount of games and you in the top 12, you're going to make the playoff. And that's the mantra that people are starting to use, and the narrative they started to use. Oh, but because it's a 12-man playoff, these are playoff teams. But I'm a realist. The only reason why these people are in the playoff because of the 12-man playoff. Don't mean they're the best teams in the country. They just mean that it's more slots in the playoff to go out here and try to win a national championship. They're not doing it because these teams are great. They're doing it for the money. So for people to keep pushing, these are playoff teams, I get it, but no, not for me. Because that wouldn't be the case. I know the 4-man playoff is still not in there, but if that was still interjected today, none of these teams would be in the playoff. So People just skating in. They just giving these people the opportunities because they are experimenting. And y'all, people beat up on these teams in the quarterfinals. The teams they beat up in the quarterfinals were teams that were coming into these playoffs that were struggling before they got in the playoffs. So
but you can see I'm not defending the bubble teams. I'm not defending SMU. I'm not even defending Tennessee. I did say that we smoked Dylan Sampson, had him sit on the sideline, but regardless, I'm not defending SMU. I'm not defending some of these lower ranked teams. I'm defending Penn State, who's still in the playoffs and who might still get a Boise State win and end up in the semifinals.
But Penn State got the easier road.
Sure. They still got to win those games. And in fact, I'm not even so sure that Penn State will win against Boise State.
Johnny, let me ask you a question.
But that's one thing I don't trust James Franklin.
I
don't trust James Franklin.
Because Martin West ain't played nobody.
That's true. That's true.
Johnny,
like
let me ask you a question.
I'm a realist.
I believe
Boise State is not just like you said, Notre Dame is going to beat Georgia. No. Why they not going to beat Georgia? Because how they played against USC. Yeah, they beat Indiana, but they only beat Indiana by 10. Period. They should have blew Indiana off the field like they did Navy and Army.
If you ask me who I'm betting on, it's Notre Dame. Or it's Georgia. It's Georgia and it's
They're gonna shut them down. That's the only team in the playoff right now that can go toe-to-toe defensively with anybody in the playoff. Period. They shut down Texas twice.
Hey Johnny, do you think Michigan's defense, like the whole defense, was elite this year or just really good?
If I go by the whole year, I would say really good. If I take the back
really
half,
good.
I'd say they was coming along to great.
Right. Now were they better than O State's defense?
O State got a good defense, bro. It is pretty good.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. But what would you take in a big game?
Would I take Michigan's or Ohio State?
Michigan, fully healthy.
What'd you say?
Fully healthy. Whose defense are you taking?
Oh, I'm taking Michigan.
Right, but and
players.
Right, and then so we just admitted Michigan's defense wasn't elite. So how is O State's defense elite when they're not better than? Now you would agree that Michigan's defense is better, right? This year, fully healthy, right? Even with the record. Who would you rather have? Yeah, Will Johnson, Graham Good. You would rather have Michigan's defense than O State's, correct?
At the very least, I'd love to take some of y'all players, but yeah, sure.
No. No. Whose defense would you rather have? Be objective.
I'm trying to be objective. I am. But at the very least, it's neck and neck.
No, it ain't.
All right. But I'm talking. What I've seen on the field is without Will Johnson. What I've seen on the field is without some of your key defensive players. So I'll be fair. Y'all got some elite players on that defense.
Thank you.
Whose defense would you rather have, Josh? That's it's very simple. O State or Michigan? Whose defense would, if you had two to the fire, whose defense do you want?
You know, Josh, it's been real. Josh up to say it.
It's been real. I hope y'all have a wonderful New Year's. I hope y'all have a good, blessed New Year's. Get y'all some good New Year's food, bro. Be merry. You know what I'm saying?
You got too many.
That tells me all I need to know. Josh. Hey, Josh, that tells me all I need to know. So now O State defense ain't elite. You have a good New Year, brother. Happy New Year to you. It's all good.
Hey, don't be flipping things on me like that. That's
no, man. I'm saying what you wanted to say. I'm saying what you wanted to say.
That's insane. Anyway, it has been real. I'm getting out of here before I say anything else that sounds crazy on this.
It's all good.
Josh, before you leave, why we all grown men? You can say Michigan. What in the world y'all got going on in Columbus? The team up north, grown ass men. What the hell? We stay Ohio State. Come on, man.
My mind can't even say the team up north when I'm like actually conversating with people. Like maybe if I'm on social media, I might fire off a team up north. But like if I'm having a conversation,
but you missing my point here. Like we as human beings, especially us four in here, we are grown ass men. And y'all playing kiddie games, childish games, and sending the team up north and marking out the M's. That's what kids do when they writing letters to little girls and boys, and they slide and they marking X's and to make the I love you look, kind of cool so they can intrigue the person. Man, y'all gotta stop that mess, man. That is terrible.
There was a solid 2 years where y'all tried to get off calling us Ohio instead of calling us Ohio State.
That was Brady.
That was Brady. What do they spell on the field? Hey, Josh, what do they spell on the field? The band. Don't they spell Ohio on the field? Simple yes or no?
Absolutely.
Also, we gonna call you Ohio. Y'all call yourselves then. What are we talking about?
We don't got enough band members to spell the whole thing. It's too.
Hey, whose fault is that? Get a sign to say
the best damn band in the land.
When you say Ohio State, make sure you add the Ohio State. You feel me?
Okay, the Ohio State that's lost to Michigan 4 years in a row. The same Ohio State that can't beat Michigan. The Ohio State that blamed Colorado State.
Before that though.
Hey, 62-51, my guy. 62-51. We ain't doing that 2000 stuff. 62-51 is sick.
That 2000 stuff that we were still alive for?
Oh, man. I was alive. You were born in 2000?
You ain't got a short memory.
Bro, I'm 44. I was alive for a lot of it.
Okay.
A lot of it, my guy. 62-51.
I was alive for a lot of them, too.
Look. I get that.
So the series started back when they were fighting with bow and arrows. And Michigan still on the overall.
Look at Johnny. Johnny loving it. Look at Johnny. Look at Johnny. Hey, call some backup, Josh. You ain't gonna win this, my guy. Call Jordan Baker. Where he at? He's somewhere lurking. Call Jordan Baker.
Jordan Baker is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. When you said Jordan Baker last time, that shit was hilarious.
Ron.
Hey, Josh, man, listen.
Oh, Ron.
For 20 years. For 20 years, y'all dragged us.
Happy New Year. I gotta do a party, man. I'm gonna get with y'all.
All right, bro.
All right, cheers. Happy New Year, Steve-O. Hey, Josh, listen, just hear me out.
I didn't realize that was the same dude that gave Garrison that heat last time.
Yeah, that's it.
So he just said Jordan Baker. That's crazy. Anyway, go ahead.
Got to put you in there too.
Hey, listen, he was trying to. He almost had you in the blender, bro.
A little bit. I was stumbling. I was like, "What?" I did for a hot second. I was like, "Fuck, you got me."
Hey, had him on there like Steve Wilkos. Oh, listen. So, for 20 years. Y'all spanked us. Y'all beat us. Y'all was rubbing it in our face. Y'all was talking all this heat. And, Michigan was just taking it on the chin and kept taking it on the chin. And then now that it's a 4-game win streak on the Michigan side, y'all want to jump off bridges. Y'all want to cross out M's. Y'all want to
crossing out M's.
That started when Urban Meyer came there. Stop all that. And then y'all want to cry and say y'all beat yourselves. Where you beat yourself? I didn't know Ohio State played each other on November 30th. I did not know that. That's some New Orleans voodoo stuff y'all pulled up there in Columbus, didn't when y'all say that.
Who's y'all, man? Come on. I didn't say that.
Your quarterback said it.
The quarterback's on field away. He actually on the field.
Yeah, and y'all stand right behind that fool.
I was cool with the quarterback. I was cool with Howard. I wasn't cool with Chip Kelly's play calling. I wasn't cool with Jaden fielding. And I was a little mad at Ryan Day.
Hey, he came to fielding Yost. No, just playing.
Jaden fielding, he got it. I don't even know if we can kick field goals anymore. It's been a while.
He's garbage.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like Stain.
That's crazy.
Hey, you like that? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, there you go, Josh. I used to rock out to that in high school in the gym, in the locker room. Hold on. I went to all-white high school and played football with this middle linebacker. He used to crack helmets in the thing. This dude would be banging his head off of the locker. Man, I said, these white boys, no disrespect. I'm saying it in a nice way. They play football. They They ready out there to hitting. Man, they were crazy, bro. So yeah, bro. That man.
Ron, I keep putting the link in the chat for you.
Ron Tolliver? Tolliver?
No.
Oh.
I don't think it's his last name. Ron from Best Damn Media. Keep putting the link in the chat for you, bro. You
Rich
say
Rod
this
is like
Ohio
crazy.
State pod, come up here and help Josh out. You know, you was watching Steven trying to put him in the blender.
Hey,
you in the chat
He did a little bit.
Tell him, Johnny.
For a quick second.
Tell him, Johnny. Tell him, Johnny.
Regain composure. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Best Damn Media. Yeah, we're going to talk about the Buckeyes. Yeah. They talked about us for 20 straight years. Stop playing. We getting 4 years of talking shit and y'all mad? Man, y'all cat, bro. That's why Rilo don't like Cleveland.
Oh, you know what? No. Totally random point. I forgot the main reason I came up here is because you said Samaj Morgan was trash, and I wanted to echo that sentiment.
Yes.
Samaj Morgan is trash.
Thank you.
Y'all hate Samaj, but
I don't hate Samaj.
He told y'all what about y'all, and y'all just can't get over it. Ron don't like it either in the chat. He's still mad. Y'all hate Samaj because he told y'all wasn't about nothing.
But he can't be the one to tell us that because he ain't do nothing.
He was on the team. He's never lost to y'all.
But is he the reason? Like, I respected more coming from somebody.
We don't know what he's doing behind the scenes.
We know what he's doing
what
in front of the
he's doing in
scenes.
practice, helping dudes.
We know what he's doing in front of the scenes. Ryan Day,
4 yards in the game than Samaj.
Yeah, bro. Stop it.
I mean, we don't know what he's doing behind the scenes to help his team. He might be
he's the person
player.
in the group project that tags along, doesn't do any work, and gets the A because he was on the group.
Y'all gonna leave Samaj alone just because he roasted y'all. It was hilarious.
But he can't roast.
It was hilarious.
He can't roast.
He got y'all. That was
how you hating from outside the club. You can't even get in.
It was definitely funny. MarMar done froze.
Yikes.
So I'm gonna move him off the stage.
But yeah,
what's going on? So what you ready? You ready?
Video is up on House Divided for anybody who cares about the Rose Bowl. It should be everybody. It should be the biggest game. It's already up. House Divided. Me and Garrison broke down everything. He seems to think that Oregon's not going to win now. Thank goodness, because for a second there, he had me shook. He had me scared. I thought he was rooting for Oregon.
Yeah, he trying to build it up and build up the.
Is that what it was? He was trying to build it up a little bit because he was talking crazy for a second. I was like, look, bro, lock in. We're about to beat this team and then go on to the national championship.
Oh, so you confident?
Yes.
So you got a score prediction or something?
I gave a score prediction, but I'm terrible at those.
So you got? Do you have y'all winning by a blowout, a controlled butt whooping?
No, it's gonna be a close game. Close game. Probably field goal, maybe. And if it's a field goal from our side, it's like a second quarter field goal, a chip shot for Jaden Fielding. Because, he can't make anything past 20 yards out.
He might miss a chip shot.
Maybe. Niggas gonna make me put a shirt and hat on. Do it. Is he gonna get on the... Come on the stage. It ain't nobody else up here but me and him.
Ron been hiding for a while. They ain't barely been having no shows and nothing. They been hiding. I don't know what's up with him.
Nah, they be having Twitter shows every day.
Twitter.
I get a notification. I get a notification every day. They got a little Twitter Spaces.
Oh, they got the Twitter show.
Twitter Spaces, I think. I don't know. All I know is I get a notification every day. I don't know if it's Best Damn Media or Chris Drew. It's somebody that be in there though. I get the notification.
So you comfortable? You comfortable
against Oregon?
Yeah. Are you nervous or you anxious? Which one is it?
I'm a little anxious. I'm not going front. I'm not gonna come up here and act like I'm not worried about it. Denzel Burke has got to come to play. I think he'll be better. Because I think the defensive line is going to get more pressure, and I think he's just going to play better. I think Knowles is going to scheme up a few different pressures. That's going to get
front four.
We'll see.
I
don't think he's going to just blitz 4. He's going to have to get sufficient pressure on Dylan Gabriel. So I mean, you're probably going to see Cody Simon come out. You're probably going to see Sonny Styles come in for a blitz. You're probably going to see some safeties come in for a blitz at times. It's going to come from everywhere at times.
You think he's going to get pressured by blitzing?
He's going to have to at times. Look, you got to make sure that Dylan Gabriel doesn't feel comfortable in that pocket.
Do you think y'all can get pressure with y'all front four, just them 4?
They didn't last time, but it's possible. They have been playing better with just 4, so it is possible. I just don't trust it.
Pressure with just the front 4 to win.
I would say you need to probably blitz some more.
You think so? You saying you don't think they're going to be able to get pressure?
With everything that I saw in the first game, I would assume you need to bring more.
He was sitting back there in the first game. Like he had all day
cozy,
and he don't get in the pocket, so he just bouncing.
Which is crazy because the offensive line hasn't looked like perfect all season. So I mean, we should be able to get it with just 4, but again, in the last game we didn't. So I'm assuming, and then I just think Denzel Burke is going to play better. That was the worst game he's had.
I mean, that's the best receiver he done played this year.
That's true. That's true. That's true. So then, do you rotate somebody out to Tez Johnson if he gets cooked a little early?
Who's the dude in the slot? Y'all always acting like he that dude. Matthews or something.
You talking about Jermaine Matthews?
Yeah, is that him? That's the one. Y'all act like he that dude at nickel. I'll be watching y'all.
Well, no, it's at nickel. It's Hancock.
Yeah. Who is the one that y'all act like is that dude? He next up. Who
Jermaine Matthews.
Okay, 24, right?
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. It's just what does a rotation look like? Do we look like we're better with Jermaine Matthews playing against Tez? I don't know. Just Denzel Burke just needs to play better. Denzel Burke needs to play better. Stop getting burnt.
So what you think about your boy Iggy Diddy?
I mean, Iggy gonna do his thing.
Just be holding. Hey, if you hold every time, they won't call it every time.
That's what he does, bro. Just accept it. That's what he does.
You get away with it. I ain't gonna front. It's if you're gonna do something, that's how you have to do it. Do it every time because they won't call it every time because you can't. Like you're not gonna call it every time. You just not.
Facts.
So
he definitely gets a little handsy.
He's smart. He's smart. I gotta say he's smart.
Yeah, and I think he's gonna be extra mad because homeboy spit in his face last time, so he got extra chip on the shoulder.
And you remember that he got kicked out the game early.
Yeah,
don't worry y'all.
No,
y'all just
Trayshawn is good. Trayshawn is good, but he's not that guy.
Y'all just footloose and fancy free.
He's their third wide receiver. He's not that guy.
That can be important. That third receiver can be important.
It can, but he's not that guy. That's all.
We got some backup. So
Tez is that guy.
Hold on. We got Ohio State podcaster Ron James from Best Damn Media. Y'all love him. We hate him.
That's
great. Shout out to Chris Drew, wherever he is, and let's see what this dude talking about.
Wow, I appreciate the hospitality, man. Even putting the in front of my name. It's a pleasure to join you guys for the first time. Honestly, a little offended that it took this long to join the platform. You've been on our show a million times. This is my first invite, and I only show up because I'm getting called out in the chat. pretty disrespectful.
Damn, Johnny, that's crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
I don't
It's
really be inviting
crazy.
people over here. I don't be
Crazy. Can't even get invited to the cookout, man.
That's
Crazy.
insane.
I be forgetting.
I'll be forgetting it's cap.
That's what I'm saying. Then he's gonna get on here. Then he's gonna get on here and lie and say I've been hiding. Like I did.
You've been hiding, bro. Y'all ain't been doing
I did.
it.
Bro, here's my thing when people say I'm hiding, and I'm gonna have to explain this to people. And I hate to sound like this person. People get mad because they don't see me in spaces right after the game. I'm sorry. I do a post game on Bleacher Report. How am I hiding on Bleacher Report? It's a national platform. I do the Ohio State post game for Bleacher Report, and then I do a midweek show on Bleacher Report on top of my daily show. Where in the fuck am I hiding, Johnny? Where am I hiding?
Look, I ain't been getting the notifications for the daily show.
Man, better check your notifications, bro. We are everywhere.
Fuck your shit.
We are everywhere. So I don't know where people think that I'm hiding, but we're here. What's there to hide about? We just beat Tennessee's ass. We're feeling good. Michigan just validated us. We didn't lose to a bad team. Look, Michigan's a good team. We lost to a good team.
Who lost 5 times?
Y'all need to stop.
That's what I'm saying. Look. You say I don't do a show, Johnny. Since I am hiding and I'm not doing a show, I'm going to the show that didn't exist. I'm going to tell you what I said a week ago on the show that apparently must have been canceled or something. I said on the show, I had on my Big Ten Homer hat. I was ready to push big narratives. I said everybody's talking about the Big Ten and the SEC, and the SEC is this power conference. What are we doing? Why do we even have a playoff? I have a new playoff format. On the third Saturday of every November, we'll settle the national championship. Michigan and Ohio State, the best teams in the country. Whoever's win, the natty, because clearly the SEC is mush, and Ohio State and Michigan are running this conference. Oregon, allegedly, maybe, we'll see tomorrow. But, I mean, it looks like we could settle this thing in one conference. Everybody's talking about 2 power conferences, expanding the college football. We got the Big Ten. What else do we need? I don't even know why they still play. Honestly, it feels like in the North, football just means more.
Who do you have? Okay, Oregon, OSU. What's your thoughts? Who you got? Let's hear it.
So for this game, I've said the same thing all year, and Ohio State fans have been very upset with me about my take when it comes to this game. Ohio State fans have no reason, in my opinion, to be confident going into this game. Can they win this game? Absolutely. But to go in with unwavering confidence would be foolish to me for 3 objective reasons that I don't understand how Buckeye fans can argue. Our line is objectively worse, or if this iteration of the offensive line was the best, it would have been the starting formation before Josh Simmons got hurt in the Oregon game. So obviously, the offensive line isn't the 5 best players that they thought it was at the beginning of the season. I don't think Oregon plans on spitting on us this game, so I don't think they're going to be losing their second leading receiver during the game, which would, again, be an advantage to Oregon. And for some reason, Oregon's top pass rushers seem to not want to play against Ohio State. And after Kayvon Thibodeau didn't play in the 2021 game, you see Burke missed the regular season game. So they're adding an elite edge rusher. All 3 things that on paper would make you think, well, why would they have any better chance of winning? Ohio State, if they want to win this game, is going to have to bring their A game. We talked all season about them not playing complete games on both sides of the ball and then receiving that same support from the coaching staff. I think you saw it for the first time against Tennessee, where you saw a complete offense and defensive performance and a masterclass from a coaching perspective from the coaches. And the Buckeyes are going to need absolutely that against this Oregon team to get the win. Could they produce that? Absolutely. But the biggest question about this Ohio State team all season has been, which version of Ohio State are you going to get on, well, I was about to say Saturday. They call it the Bermuda Triangle after Christmas. I haven't known what day of the week it's been since I've been off work, so I'm at a loss. On Wednesday, I mean, it's going to get settled, and can the Buckeyes go out and do it? Absolutely. I mean, you've heard $20 million on a roster. I mean, I know Michigan went out and, put $20 million on one player in a season to show us up, but we're going to be fine. Like, I think the Buckeyes have an opportunity, and if they lose, I mean, the better team wins. I mean, that's why you go out there and play the games, and we'll see what happens.
So, I don't have a problem with that. I think I agree with the fact that the better team will win. I don't think that Buckeye fans shouldn't be confident going into it.
I wouldn't be overly confident.
Okay.
So
I mean, because even at your most confidence, if you were told that you were guaranteed that Ohio State played their perfect game, are you 100% sure as an Ohio State fan that if Oregon played their perfect game that Ohio State wins that game?
Does Ohio State's 100% A game include Denzel Burke's worst game?
Well, you brought that up. I actually wanted to touch on that. We had so many things to address. That was what you were talking about before I got on here. You talked about Denzel Burke's game, Denzel Burke's worst game against Oregon. The thing about this game that is different is because I put I named those three things on paper that I said are objective facts that are negatives against Ohio State going into this game, and Ohio State fans are going to have to accept those and just hope that we can overcome. But the one thing that frustrated Ohio State fans in that Oregon game was their reluctance to bench Denzel Burke. Where was Denzel Burke at the end of the first quarter in the Tennessee game?
Rotating.
On the bench, because Johnny, you watch the show. I talk about him all the fucking time. Jermaine Matthews, I've been saying it since he got here, is the best coverage corner that the Ohio State Buckeyes have on their roster, and he's their third cornerback on the field. And the Buckeyes finally ripped the Band-Aid off and let Jermaine go out there and do his thing. I know there's Johnny's shaking his head. I see there's probably Michigan fans in the chat like, oh, the guy that got the pass called on him on third down. Yeah, shit happens. Look, he's better than Denzel Burke, and I think he provides a better opportunity outside against these Oregon wide receivers. And I don't even think it was a pure athleticism thing. Yeah, Evans Stewart, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's a burner, but like, the thing that was really fucking up the Buckeyes was that trip set. I mean, if you go back and watch that footage, they had no idea what their assignment was. I'm interested to see what this defense looks like because both of these teams haven't been able to just hide their defenses or hide their offensive schemes this past season without putting tape out. So the book is out there on both of these offenses, and it's going to come down to what defensive coordinator can scheme up the best game for what's been put on film already for both of these teams, because I don't think there's much left in the bag. I mean, Dan Lanning might have one or two tricks up his sleeve as far as a key, like as a trick play, but I mean, Josh, I don't know if you can even remember one this season. Do the Buckeyes even have a single trick play that they ran this season?
What's up with Ryan Day? Why don't y'all ever run trick plays? He's too good for that.
He's a Northeastern elite big brain that knows how to draw up plays and doesn't need to do the trickery. I think a lot of the window dressing. I mean, you guys saw it last year. You guys done a ton of shit pre-snap last year.
We've done a halfback.
I didn't have to hate watch you guys as much this year. I watched a ton of Michigan football last year, as much as I hate to admit it, significantly less this year. So I don't have a great idea of if your offense looks as much the same, but not with the quarterbacks, obviously. But as far as your pre-snap motion, your trickery, your willingness to fucking call a trick play in the first quarter, like that's not Ohio State. Like you're not
passes, flea flickers.
We do halfback passes and flea flickers like.
But Johnny, I'll ask you this question. But at the end of the day, when Michigan is in the red zone, what do? They hand it off to a fucking power back and get the ball in the end zone. Ohio State, fuck are we running a flea flicker for, man? Just throw the ball to Jeremiah. What are we doing? Like, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Like, get the ball in your playmakers' hands. Like, and I think Ryan Day and Chip Kelly are both competent enough coordinators that you don't fucking need to go into the special formations on Madden to find something to get Jeremiah Smith a touchdown.
It seemed like y'all did against us. A flea flicker or something.
Or a fucking kicker. A kicker would have done like that. Like it seemed like It seemed like they took field goal make out of the playbook and only had field goal miss in there. I don't even know why it was in the playbook.
A fake field goal.
Bro, like, look, I kid you not. Yesterday, before Ohio State big games, I get real introspective about the season and try to wrap my head around, like, am I being irrational? And, like, I'll waver from fire this motherfucker Ryan Day to, I mean, if he had a kicker, is he Kirby Smart? And I was like, all right, go to bed. Like, it's just it's like, no.
So what we talking about with Little Bro State? What's going on?
Little Bro State is crazy.
He wants it,
bro. And you know what's funny? Like, we talk about, who was your boy that was on here earlier talking about inferiority complexes and little man syndrome, crossing out M's and not saying Teton? Like, where did the phrase little bro come from? Y'all called Michigan State little bro once, and they proceeded to shove your face in the mud for a fucking decade. So trying to bring that over to us is fucking crazy.
Well, you're our other little bro. We got two little bros.
Okay. Big family, I guess. Brady Bunch or something.
Well, man, look, man, I'm excited for Michigan next year. We're going to make it 5 in a row. It's going to be wild, guys. It's going to be wild. But good luck in the Rose Bowl, man.
Get it off while you can. Get it off while you can. Obviously you going to talk your trash.
Yeah, man. Look, what I saw today, man, we are going to be sweet next year. We are going to be sweet. You guys, I don't know. I mean, you lose a lot. Even if you didn't, I mean, we just own you right now, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, I mean, good luck in the Rose Bowl. Not really though. Go Oregon. I think they'll win this game tomorrow.
Why do
we're little bro? We're little bro. You're over here holding Dan Lanning's pocket, talking about little bro.
Yeah, like why do y'all even want the Ducks to win? Like that just seems so.
The Detroit Ducks, I guess.
Inferiority complex.
Well, hold on. Did you root for Michigan last year, or were you rooting for Bama and Washington? Come on, keep it a buck.
Oh, I rooted against Michigan, but I rooted for you, motherfuckers today. I rooted for you today.
The meaning was
I would never root for
I rooted for Michigan today.
You rooted for Texas earlier. I ain't forget about that.
Oh yeah, bro. Quinn Ewers, fellow Buckeye, only Buckeye in the 2021 class.
Hey man,
I personally went and bought a pair of Terrell Pryor's gold pants off of eBay and mailed them to Quinn Ewers because he deserved them. And I mean,
that's crazy.
My heart.
Hey man, I'll tell you this though, man. Wink knows how to lock up elite receivers. He just knows how to lock them up. I don't know what he did. He just fixed all his problems in the last half of the season. He sees an elite receiver on the other side. Yep, he's like, yeah, he getting locked up. He going, you get nothing.
What did Wink do to encourage Ryan Day to try to fucking run at the strength of your defense?
Well, I'll tell you exactly what he did.
Okay,
he had a light box. He had a light box, 2 high safeties. He ran mainly cover 3, and he baited your coach to run the ball. I mean, the numbers were there. They were there all game. We didn't have a stacked box all game. We had at most 2 linebackers, 4 down linemen, and a lot of times we had 1 linebacker. So we had really a 5-man box most of the game. The numbers were there. It's not our fault that your offensive line was getting absolutely demolished. It is what it is. And you saw against Alabama today too. Wink just knows how to disguise coverage.
Fall on the coaching staff for not pivoting. If you, a person calling into a podcast, is able to make that football diagnosis,
I would like to point out
our defensive coordinator and our offensive coordinator makes $2 million a year. So if you're able to make that astute observation, how does that absolve them of all accountability and not calling plays?
Well, I would also like to point out Ohio State passed more against Michigan than they did against Tennessee. So you talk about game plan fine, running the ball. You passed the ball 33 times. You just got locked up.
Yeah.
You just got pressured.
Yeah.
So you can talk about, we ran it up the middle, blah, blah, blah. You threw the ball 33 times and you got zilch. You got nothing. You just got beat. You just got dominated. It doesn't matter what you threw out there. Our scheme on defense was better than your scheme on offense. So at the end of the day, the lines of scrimmage were owned by Michigan. That was the main. That was the one.
So are you saying that Wink out schemed them? Or are you saying that Ohio State? Okay, I'll accept that. You could say that he out-schemed him, but the idea that there is no scenario or no scheme that the Buckeyes are capable of running that would allow their receivers to get open, I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, but you Buckeyes
on that day specifically, they weren't getting open. Okay, you threw the ball 33 times, and Will Howard was getting pressured. He got, and this is actual stat, 22 QB pressures, 22 QB hurries. So when he would drop back, he really didn't have a lot of time to throw the ball. So at the end of the day, you could talk about, oh, we ran it up the middle, this, that, and the fourth. You also threw the ball a lot. You threw the ball 33 times, and you couldn't do shit with it.
Correct. And hold on. Listen.
Facts on top of facts.
No. Listen, this is the problem with the OSU fan base, man, regarding this Michigan game, man. Just own up, man. We slap y'all around. Just call it like it is. We seen your offense look mediocre against Nebraska. We seen your offense look mediocre against Penn State. Stop acting like y'all world-class offense that y'all been cooking everybody all year. The defense came to play. We did it again to Alabama, another elite receiver, right? Just like my man would say, Michigan man. You have two. Will Howard threw for 30. He threw the ball 33 times. His second most passing attempts in the season. His first most attempts was against Oregon. He threw 36 times. And guess what was the outcome in that game, gentlemen? Josh, I told you this. Y'all lost those 2 games. So what numbers tell you? Whenever Will Howard is throwing for that much, got to be careful. Will Howard is best. Ohio State's offense is best working when he throws anywhere from 25 to 28 times a game. You need balance, gentlemen. Balance. Your last 2 times you won a national championship, guess who you had as your running back? You had a freshman, wonderful running back by the name of Maurice Claret. Then you had another running back by the name of Ezekiel Elliott. Guys, if you're going to win a natty in today's game, and last year's game, and yesterday's game, you need a running game. You need it. You need the balance. I'm not mad. You guys just lost the fist fight to Michigan. What I don't like is Ohio State fans sitting here and well, you guys didn't really beat us, you know. It was like, Chip Kelly and Ryan Day. No, stop it.
But did I say that?
You guys.
You're putting words in my mouth because I didn't say that.
I'm not telling you. I didn't say you, champ. Listen, I didn't say
but
you.
You're talking to me. You're talking
I'm talking to all Ohio State fans.
You're talking to me. I'm here. You came up here to talk to me.
So all right. So then get in the kitchen so I can cook your ass.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Yes, you crying. I hear you crying, man. I'm gonna buy you a bib. I'm gonna buy you a bib. Stop crying, man. You want a pacifier too? That's what you want? Okay. I lost 2 games already this season. Don't come here and talk about, when we play like this against Tennessee, we the best team. We know what y'all are. Y'all Jekyll and Hyde. We don't know what you're going to get with Ohio State. One day y'all look good. One day y'all look mid. Let's call it like it is. Now, y'all can still win it all. I'm not a hater. I'm a realist.
Hey, Johnny, what was my exact analysis when I got up here?
I didn't hear you. I'm just speaking in general.
No. I want to bring the tone down here, Johnny, because what was my exact analysis? What was it? Because I see the whole chat saying Buckeye fans are delusional. Johnny, what did I get on here and say? What was the exact words that I said?
Honestly, I don't remember really.
Did I not say this Oregon games comes down to what Ohio State team decides to show up because you never know what version of this team is going to get. And it's kind of corny to set me up with 6 people up here to try to jump me, especially. No. Johnny's laughing. Johnny's laughing because the chat knows but it's funny because. Because look,
I ain't gotta jump you, bro.
Look, can I finish? Can I finish?
Let him finish, Marmar. Let him finish.
But for 20 years, you didn't drag us for 20 years of beating us. And now that we got a 4-game winning streak, you want to get up here talking about we jumping you? Y'all been jumping us for the last. Come on, man.
Someone else to argue against me when he wasn't even listening to what I was saying. All I was saying was I made my point.
Straight facts.
And did I dispute any of them? And did I dispute any of them? I agree. I agree with the argument. We're up here arguing about something I just said.
Hey, you talking about tone checking? You better check your tone.
Yeah, it's all right. Listen, guys. Look. MarMar, we good. Listen. We're not here for that. Listen, we're not here for that. It's a very intense thing. We get excited. We don't. At the end of the day, Josh is my man. Champ, what's your name? Ron James. I never met you. Josh is my dude. I got a lot of Buckeye dudes I'm cool with. My man Mello, my man Dev, Garrison. Trust me, we all get. I got into it with all of them. But at the end of the day, is respect. No one is here to disrespect nobody.
And that's all I want. And that's all I wanted to let you know was, look, I didn't say none of that shit in it. Like, you're up here trying to say, like, oh, Buckeye fans, it's not. Bro, I came up here and literally said all the things that you just said. And now there's 3 people over here like, yeah, this now. I'm like, bro, I just said the same shit. And it got me up here looking like a goofy when I'm agreeing with y'all. And it looks if someone cuts 1 minute of that and they're like, oh, look at these niggas getting on them. When I said the same shit 30 seconds ago.
All right.
Before y'all got up here. That's all I'm trying to say is like, this is the same shit that I just said.
Okay, so look, I tell you this, Ron, I didn't hear that part. All right, so I didn't hear that part. I was speaking in general. This is what I've been hearing from the majority of the OSU fan base is that we didn't beat them, they beat themselves, right? And that if we play like we played against Tennessee, we the best team. Well, if Georgia plays like the way they played against Texas the first game, they the best team. Like we could use that for a lot of these teams. What it comes down to is going to be the line of scrimmage. Regardless, you guys got all-world wide receivers. You guys got probably the best set of wide receivers in the nation. That's no doubt. But y'all also have 2 very good running backs in Travion and Quinshawn. You need balance. You're going to beat someone like Oregon. You're going to need balance. I get it. You got Jeremiah Smith, all world. The dude is like the best receiver in the country, arguably. But you need balance. If you're an Ohio State fan, you're like, yeah, we want to see Jeremiah get the ball, but we need balance. Because if Will Howard is starting to reach that 32, 33 passes, I'm telling you, the game is very close. Either y'all losing a close game or y'all winning a close game. So when y'all balance, when I seen y'all balance this year, that's when your offense looks phenomenal. I'm just being real regarding that.
And that balance stat, and someone pointed this out to me because I've given the same prediction for 3 straight years when it comes to this game with Ohio State and Michigan, is that whoever runs for more yards wins the game. And everybody's like, well, yeah, that's a lazy take because obviously if you're winning the game, you're going to run for more yards. And I feel like that does get skewed in certain situations. Yes, if you're dominating the ball and you're controlling the clock, you're going to run for more yards. But there's also scenarios if you're winning and you're not. If you don't get behind, you're not going to have to run the ball. Or if you're behind, you're going to be passing more. And that's just the case. And I feel like Ohio State, that's what they do when they get behind. They get pass happy. I mean, you see Ryan, and it's not even just pass happy because you see Ryan Day do weird shit that's not pass happy because he does it in the Michigan game where he gets weird run happy. He's done it 2 years or 2 different times against Michigan where he's come out and just fucking ran the ball 3 straight times and ran the ball on soft 3rd and 6. So I get your argument that Ohio State needs a balanced offense, but I feel like you're missing context of what Ryan Day's mental is when it comes to this game, because Ryan Day starts calling the game out of character where he is a very pass happy guy and he does weird things like run the ball on 3rd and medium in scenarios where he's passed the ball all year. So it's not just one layer when it comes to this Ohio State Michigan conundrum when it comes to the balance of play calling, because it's not just Ryan Day gets pass happy. His run calls become odd and out of character in addition to the pass happiness when they're losing in the games. And that is a problem. And like I said, with this Oregon game, the reason why the Buckeyes were able to look so dominant against Tennessee is because they were dominant on both sides of the ball. You saw both running backs get involved. Travion had 2 touchdowns. Quinshawn Judkins had 2 touchdowns. At the end of the day, and it's funny because I go in these Miami spaces and I go in Michigan spaces and I hear everybody fucking complain about the same thing and everyone says the same things are needed to win. But at the end of the year, only one team does it good enough to win a national championship. there's fucking 133 other teams in college football talking about how they need to be more balanced, how they need to run the ball better, how they need better play calling, how their defense needs to be more elite. So yes, in the context of the rivalry, it's easy to just say, man, fuck y'all. Y'all are soft. Y'all are pussy. You can't stop anyone. That's always the fun, easy thing to go to. But when you look at it, it's a more nuanced conversation. And when you want to have a moment of honesty as a college football fan, every fucking team complains about the same shit. Because I'll ask you a question that I asked everyone on the podcast this week. Is there a team in the country that you would comfortably say, I'd switch places with them right now?
Yeah, no, and we mentioned that here many times.
You know what I mean? There's no team right now that feels like a juggernaut in the sport. Everybody is, with the absence of Saban, this seems like an opening up of the sport and an opportunity for people to assert themselves. And whether it be Kirby Smart asserts himself as the Nick Saban, and it's about to be the Kirby era that we're about to live through, or are we about to see Ryan Day rise up and have his Dabo or Kirby type moment and take that step? Or is Dan Lanning going to be the guy to take that step? The sport is wide open right now, and as fun as it is to poke fun at every team, like every fucking team, everybody wants a quarterback in the portal right now. Everyone needs offensive linemen. Everybody will take the top edge rusher in the country. Everybody's looking for the same things. Everyone thinks their rival's spending more than them. Everyone's tampering. But it seems like everyone has the same issues, and as hard as it is to admit, all of our teams are a lot more like each other than anyone will ever want to admit, because if you listen to all of these podcasts, everyone's bitching about the same shit on their team.
Yeah, it's that everybody want perfection. Everybody want to win. I mean, our biggest problem this year, we just had a competent quarterback. We in the playoffs. I'm not saying we're gonna win it all, but shit, if when defense was playing the way it's been playing and we had a good quarterback, listen, our chances would have been great, because just like you mentioned, there's no clear-cut favorite like we've seen in the past where we just like, just hand Alabama the trophy, hand Georgia the trophy. This season's wide open. I said it. I said there's only two teams of the 8 that's remaining to me that has zero shot of winning the Natty, and that's Arizona State and Boise State. Now, they are capable of winning their games, their next games. They have that. But as far as winning the Natty, no. Oregon, Ohio State, Notre Dame, Georgia, and Texas.
Did you feel this way about Wink all season? Because Johnny came on our show early in the season and said, Chris Drew, you told me that Wink would blitz us out of games, and that's exactly what he's doing. At what point in the season did you feel like he corrected that?
So we started to see that in the Indiana game, right? The Indiana game where remember, we exposed Indiana first. I kept telling people this, but again, Ohio State fans want to act like, no. I said, listen, going into that game, they were scoring over 40-something points a game, Indiana. They didn't score less than 40-something. At home, this is in their house, we held them to 20 points. I said, damn, Wink, that was good. Then next week, we play Oregon. The first half, we like, oh, here we go. We back to regular Wink. Then the second half, he only held them to 10 points. Then after that, he just cooked after that. We had to bye. We held Northwestern to 6. We held you guys to 10. And then we just held Bama to 13. So he was turning the corner, but also we got to take into account his damn defense was on the field most of the game, because we just can't do nothing on offense. We weren't a bad offense. We was an atrocious offense. Bro, we was 127.
But
127 in the nation. Bro, that's bad, bro. That's unheard of.
But y'all stole an elite quarterback named Jaden Davis off of us.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on regarding Jaden, right? We know he was a fringe 5-star, 4-star, whichever thing. He just couldn't get it. They just didn't, I guess the coaching staff didn't feel he was ready. We don't know.
That's a conflicting report, because elite Michigan reporter Sam Webb told me that his parents didn't want him to play this year.
That's what they say, but we don't know.
Is Sam Webb not credentialed?
You know what you be doing.
Is he not credentialed? Does he not speak for the program?
No, nobody. Listen, that shit is. Listen, let's be clear, bro. I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language. Who worked for who? The only thing them guys really have is access. They have more access to things that us got to work a little harder to get. But just knowing, bro, just because Sam Webb says something is not gold neither. Same thing. Someone in Ohio State podcast is big. What's the name? The guy that owns
Ron James. Ron James. He's pretty big in the podcast space.
So there you go. Anything he say ain't gonna be gold. So listen, man.
No, he's pretty good.
But look, I tell you this, and I said it here before. I think Will Howard, at the end of the day, he's just not him. He's a good quarterback, and that's it. I think it's two things. Either he's going to coach y'all playoff game.
I mean, who was the last quarterback that won a national championship that you think is him?
JJ McCarthy.
Come on now. Look.
He only lost one game his whole career. What you talking about? Look.
He cooked.
Can I finish? I'm about to walk you there.
Go ahead. Okay.
Last year is JJ. If you could pick any quarterback at the beginning of the season to be your starter, is JJ McCarthy your pick? And if it is, I respect that. I don't believe it, but if that's if that is your pick, that's fine. And all I'm saying is I'm not saying that JJ McCarthy is a bad quarterback. I'm saying you don't need the best quarterback in college football to win. Stetson Bennett is not you. I guarantee there's no footage of you up here hyping up Stetson Bennett, 2-time national championship winner. You can win national championships without elite quarterback. So just because Will Howard is not elite, again, you seem to be knowledgeable about football. Do you think Will Howard is incapable of winning a national championship?
Of course he is, because he's very experienced. And you remember, the thing is, my man Johnny here, he has this saying, when you make a mistake. What's that saying, Johnny? You are what?
A bonehead. Will Howard got some bonehead in him.
Absolutely.
Stetson Bennett didn't have bonehead in him. That was the problem. He was real good with that football. See, same thing with JJ McCarthy. You got to remember something, right? Ohio State fans, you guys, because y'all spoil you. Y'all them spoil you brats. Y'all them kids. Listen, I'm going to tell you, you had 5 straight years of a 5-star quarterback under center. You had Justin Fields for 2 years, 5-star. You had CJ Stroud 2 years, 5-star. Then you had Honda McCall, 5-star. 5 straight years. No team in the nation, no team in that span had a 5-star quarterback start.
How many national championships did we win in that span?
Thank you. And that would be my point. That I say y'all been choking, but y'all say y'all don't.
So my point is, if we couldn't get it done with a 5-stars, what makes you think that 5-star quarterbacks is the solution?
No, my point. Listen, what I'm saying is this. I'm not saying it's the solution. What I'm saying is Will Howard. You're right. You don't need an elite. We've seen it before, right? I'm just think Will Howard is something with him in certain moments of the game that it get fuzzy for him. And that's what I'm saying.
So walk with me here. You've made the point, and I agree with. What are the 2 defining characteristics of teams in the Michigan's favorite era of college football, post-COVID college football? If you look at these national champions, what is the defining factor of these 2 teams?
Running the ball, man. Being physical.
And what else?
Strong defense.
And the quarterback.
And defense. Okay. How many defenses in this college football playoff right now would you confidently say are better than the Buckeyes?
Statistically, I say y'all the best. You got 2 losses.
I don't care what the
you got 2 losses.
What do you say? What do you say?
Elite defenses don't lose 2 times.
It don't matter elite. I'm talking about in the field.
Hold on. Don't move the goal. You said. Listen, right now, I'm going to tell you the defense that I feel is better than Ohio State. 2 defenses. I think Texas and I think Georgia when they on.
I thought you were going to say Michigan there. Wow, I appreciate it.
No, but we are. You said playoffs. We're not in the playoffs, champ. You said in the playoffs. So I'm going based on what you're saying. But I feel us ending the season, we're better. I think our corners are better than yours. We know Burke. Listen. They good. You got good corners. You got a good defense. I'm not saying here. The problem is that Jim knows, right? 3 years, most of the time in big games, this is to me, the Oregon game is gonna tell me a lot about Jim knows, man. I'm telling you a lot. So if he could put on a good game tomorrow, I'm gonna give him my hat. I'm gonna salute him. But Jim knows don't move me.
I'll get his address for you.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I don't care. What I'm just saying is this, man. If to the Ohio State fans, this is what I've been telling you. Guys got to win the Natty. I don't care if you get to the Natty. I don't care if you lose in the Natty by a 68-yard field goal that just barely got it. If you don't win the Natty, it doesn't mean a thing. You're telling me this season was a Natty or bust for Ohio State? Let's keep it real. You telling me coming into this?
You must not be familiar with my content or
no, I'm not. I'm asking you a question.
What do you think? What do you think Buckeye fans have to say? What is there to say if they lose 4 straight years? They have the $20 million roster. There is nothing to say. I don't know what delusional Buckeye fans you talk to, but you got to find some real ones that have been fucking talking about these issues for years. I've been around for the motherfuckers unfamiliar with my content, my relationship with Michigan, for people that think I'm a front runner or I picked a team to talk about because I did not pick up a microphone until after the first fucking loss. Bro, you guys would have never heard from me if they kept beating their ass. The whole reason we picked up a microphone because no one was criticizing this program because, as you said before, no one speaks for the program. These are fucking mouthpieces. It's all about access media and saying the things that will allow you to continue going into the building. We started because people weren't saying the things. They weren't saying that it's unacceptable to hire a guy that's never been a defensive coordinator before. It's unacceptable to bring him back. It's unacceptable to be letting fucking I don't even know that's how bad the motherfucker. Can either one of you name the quarterback and running back duo at Oregon with Mario Cristobal that beat Ryan Day and that team?
No.
CJ Stroud threw the ball 64. Anthony Brown and some other motherfucker that no one
number 7.
knows.
He was the running back was number 7. I know his number. I don't know his name.
The point is, it feels like you guys keep saying, 20 years, you guys trolled for 20 years, bro. And Johnny, what did you tell me when we talked about that 20-year span? At some point, you just had to say, throw your hands up. I don't have anything to fucking say. Yes, nigga, we lost. I don't know how many more ways you can say it. What you want me to say? How you want me to say it? Which way you want me to spend it? Y'all been there before. You know what this feeling is like. All of us are old enough to have lived through bad stints in this rivalry. At some point, it's time to shut the fuck up. And I say that to our friends all the time. I've been said.
Thank you. See, listen, champ, this is my first time coming across you. And you're keeping it real. Listen.
One quick thing. I hope this champ thing is not a form of disrespect and it is foreshadowing.
No.
We're about to be national champions and you're just getting
no. It's just a statement.
Or he's mostly picking Ohio State. I gotta say something because this champ shit is crazy.
No.
Because we're Ohio State, because we're gonna win the Natty, I appreciate that.
Ron, hold on. That's like saying my dude. Yo, what up, my dude? It's champ. That's the way I say it. So no, in fact, and I mentioned it on our podcast last night. We had Garrison and this Cleveland guy on, and I hate to say it, but I'm picking y'all to win tomorrow. How about those apples? And I told Melo too. Melo, I told him, I said, and you know who I think is gonna be your hero? And y'all didn't want to hear that. Fielding. He gonna make he gonna be.
He trolling. No ball. He got the jokes. He got jokes.
I'm not trolling. Listen.
He got jokes.
No. Listen, Ron. Listen to me. Now I'm not trolling, bro. Trust me. I know it sounds stupid. Like what? Yo, Johnny, get this guy off talking about my field goal kicker. I'm telling you, bro. In this playoffs, if y'all gonna win the Natty, A game is going to come down to his leg. I promise you that.
Well, we're
Whether
not
he
winning
makes
an
it or
Natty, bro.
not. And I think, listen, but hold on. I tell you, that last field goal in Tennessee, I didn't really hold that against him. That shit was crazy. That was like a 60-yarder. Fine. Now, tomorrow, if he missing 30 yarders, and it's going to be beautiful weather. You're talking about Southern California. It's beautiful out there. The birds are going to be out there. The roses are singing. It's going to be beautiful. But look, I just say this. I think Oregon is just due for a loss. I just think it. I don't think no team is going to end the season undefeated. I think it's gonna be a game where you guys are going to be losing early, and then y'all come back. Y'all win it close, and Fielding hits the field goal, and he goes from 0 to hero. And then we'll see what happens against Texas or Arizona State with y'all.
This is going to be a funny clip to play after a fucking missed kick that's going to haunt the rest of my life like the other ones that have come before this. I appreciate y'all having me on this podcast, Johnny. I got to ask y'all one more question that I asked on the show this morning since we have some Michigan fans here. And I asked the question on the show, do I have on my scarlet glasses when I say this? You guys are fellow non-Big Ten champions now in the conference. Does it feel, if Ohio State wins tomorrow, the Big Ten championship has been devalued? If the Buckeyes are able to avoid them in the Big Ten championship, lose to them in the regular season, and then beat them in the playoffs to contend for a national championship, it seems like if that scenario were to play out, and someone said on the show, if Ohio State won the Big Ten championship, you'd be holding the trophy over your head right now. And that's true. But when I look at it from this perspective as an Oregon fan, how frustrated are you? You mentioned it earlier. We lost 2 games. If Oregon loses to Ohio State, they get fucked because of the playoff seeding and have to play Ohio State in the second round, have a Big Ten championship, did the right things, won all the regular season games, and lose because of a 1-game playoff because the seeding is fucked. I don't know how much that says about the Big Ten championship being devalued, or if the playoff seeding itself is what devalued it. I don't know which of the combination of the two, but it seems like if the Buckeyes do find a way to win tomorrow, I mean, as a Michigan fan, are you showing anyone your Big Ten championship shirt? Are you chirping Michigan fans about being the Big Ten champion? Like, Michigan's still holding on to their national championship from last year. If Ohio State has another one, like, Oregon fans, if they win this game, if they lose this game, it's going to be one miserable ass experience in the Big Ten next year when it comes to trolling, because at the end of the day, there is no denying it. My favorite op is Michigan. I don't care about you niggas. You can stand over there and scream, call me the team out west all you want. Y'all don't matter like them. Never will. You even with a lot. It's not a fucking rivalry. It's not. Yeah. And maybe with time it becomes, but again, you're not going to, even with 2 losses in this season, a potential national championship run, motherfuckers would move to 3-9 against Ohio State, and we beat them in a national championship. Like, if Ohio State wins a natty and Michigan fans and Ohio State fans are standing next to each other holding their natties for the last 2 years, I promise you the narratives are going to be so disgusting that, like I said when I first got on here, if Ohio State wins the national championship, I have a new playoff format. Just crown the national championship on the 3rd Saturday in November in Columbus or Ann Arbor and pick the best team, because if this rivalry produces back-to-back national championships, I don't want to hear about any other conference, anyone else's team. People need to wake up about what's going on in the North.
Yeah. I'm just go ahead, Johnny.
If y'all lose to Oregon, because you gave a long soliloquy, like you kind of guaranteed a win almost.
When?
That long speech.
No. That was painting the scenario of if they win the national championship, if Oregon beats us tomorrow, it would validate the Big Ten championship. No, you won the conference and the national championship.
If they beat y'all twice in the same year,
beat us twice in the same year, won the conference, beat us regular season and postseason. What's there to talk about?
You calling them the team out west?
Fuck no.
I'll say this. No. So Ron,
do you guys have a special name for Notre Dame?
No.
Do you guys have a special name
They
for
didn't
Penn
ask to
State?
give us one. They didn't-
But y'all have two rivals, and Michigan State ain't even up right now. And y'all still show them more respect and be tussling with them before games like fucking D'Antonio is still there. Like,
that's personal.
You get
That's
it
the point.
because
It's
it's your
not
fucking
personal at all,
rival,
you.
bro. This shit didn't happen overnight.
Yeah, I tell you this,
Bro,
though.
y'all been rivals with Michigan State longer than Oregon's had a fucking program, and these niggas talking about call us the team out west. What are we doing?
We're not worried. They got to win something. I would say this. It doesn't. It
We have
doesn't
matchups
devalue.
back when people were still playing the YMCA.
Yeah, Ron. Listen, it doesn't
This ain't a
devalue the Big
rivalry.
Ten. Listen, it doesn't devalue the Big Ten championship that they won. They still went undefeated. They beat Ohio State and they beat Penn State, arguably the three best teams in the Big Ten this season. They beat them too. Now, of course, if y'all win tomorrow, y'all win the more important game. That fucking regular season shit don't matter. You know, they
Wait, what?
could bump it.
Wait, what'd you
I
say
said,
there?
if you beat them tomorrow, that win this season that regular season win don't really matter because y'all beat them when it really counted.
So if we win a national championship, 2 regular season losses don't matter. Asking for a friend.
No, they don't because that outweighs anything. But you got to remember, y'all only in the playoffs because it's expanded. Thank the football gods for that. Just imagine that $20 million roster, Sawyer, JT, everybody came back. Y'all, Caleb Downs, Quinshaw Junkins, and y'all would have had to rematch Missouri in the Chancleta Bowl. So y'all better thank the football gods is expanded because with that roster, y'all would have not even made the playoffs, and that's crazy. But y'all have an opportunity. We don't. So y'all got that over us. This is the first time in 4 years y'all in the better postseason position than Michigan, and that's crazy because y'all got 4,000 5-stars every year.
No. I got one other moment.
What? Y'all don't be listen, Ron. At one point,
we were in a better position than Michigan.
When?
Moments before Noah Ruggles missed that kick against Georgia, and you guys had already
No,
lost.
you are. No.
That was the last time we were in a postseason position better than you guys. I'll give you that.
We lost on the same day.
Y'all lost a few hours before us.
It don't matter. You lost. Listen.
But that's what I'm saying. For those few minutes, we was up.
No, that doesn't. You got to win, and y'all choked. You know that y'all choked that game. For the record,
bro. I've talked.
Yes
about
or no?
this.
Did y'all choke though?
It is a form of sick irony. The former soccer player that now covers college football has to watch a fucking kicker ruin my life every year, bro. We ain't made, and this is the thing. Like, Michigan fans can't say shit to me about my team anymore. That's going to hurt me. What the fuck else can happen, bro?
I don't want. Listen, I'm not.
Y'all done planted flags. We done missed field goals. We done lost to the SEC. We are here. I have fired, and everybody's like, this is the first year. I've been in media for 3 years. I have fired Ryan Day after the game publicly 2 straight years. This is the first year that I didn't do it, only because I knew the political situation around our athletic director and the idea that they're not letting a brand new AD 5 months on the job hire the most expensive state employee in the state of Ohio. It's just not going to happen. I said before the season, you could go find clips where I said, if Ryan Day loses to Michigan this year, his job is safe, because the day that Gene Smith submitted his resignation, it was essentially a 2-year extension for Ryan Day, because nothing could have happened this season that would have cost him his job. If Ryan Day loses, it is everything on the floor. He's going to be there next year, and it is he will absolutely be coaching for his job in the game. But at this season, I mean, at the end of the day, I always say, when people always hit me in my mentions and say, you fucking suck, your team fucking, bro, Johnny, what do I tell him? Tell Ryan Day to hand me the ball more if we want to fucking win. Like, I don't know what you wanted me to do, Nick. I don't play for the team. Like, I just talk about them. And the main reason why I started talking about them is because these motherfuckers be losing. The whole reason I own this red hat, microphone, lights is because they've been losing. So this idea that
I'm glad you're talking about that, because finally a Buckeye fan is there to talk about that. Because I've been telling them for a long time. I've been telling Garrison. I've been telling other Buckeye fans, listen, just own up to y'all shit. But they can't. It's just not you particular. Just in general. Not saying Josh neither. But it's a weird, thick, psychotic fan base, the Ohio State bunch.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that because every fan base.
No, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do that.
Y'all don't have a sick collection of individuals in your fan base?
Not as thick as the Buckeyes.
Oh, I promise.
Oh, no.
Listen,
Ron.
They named themselves.
Listen, look how bad it is that your man, the Kirk Herbstreit, a former Buckeye player on national television, called y'all out. Because y'all fucking weirdos. That's the truth.
Hey, Johnny,
a former Buckeye on national television.
Johnny, any Ohio State fans ever come in here and make their name Hitler and send super chats to you? No, that never happened. Was that? But that just happens in Ohio State's fan base. There is no lunatic fringe that exists.
There is, bro. You're not getting the point. You're not getting the point. Every fan base has weirdos. We know that. But y'all have the most.
I literally just said that and you disputed
y'all have the most. That's what I'm telling you. Herbstreit, a former Ohio State player, He played for y'all. He bled, sweat, loves that program. Telling y'all.
Ready for a fun stat? And Josh, I'm going to give it to you here since no Diddy. I'm going to give the stat here, Johnny. You guys should feel honored that I'm blessing your platform with this stat. I was going to save it for mine, but you evoked the name Kirk Herbstreit, and he's a fucking loser. And Terrell Pryor called him out for it. Why do I hate him? Because go look at the record of Ohio State when Herbstreit's are on the roster.
Truth, Johnny.
Because the combination of him and his son on our roster is 0-7 against Michigan. So shout out to the fucking Herbstreits. No wonder why they hate Michigan and think Ohio State's the lunatic fringe, because they've been a part of the biggest fucking losing eras at Ohio State in my time breathing on this earth. So yes, Kirk Herbstreit is well aware of the lunatic fringe at Ohio State because he's a fucking loser that never beat Michigan. And
so what? CJ Stroud never beat Michigan. CJ Stroud never beat Michigan. There's a lot of players. JT Sawyer, he ain't never beat Michigan. Listen, we could go on and on. The point is this: if y'all worry, listen. Why is it that he said that about the Ohio State fan base? Because it's true. He knows there's weirdos all over. I'm telling you, your fan base
to do with his personal experience as a losing quarterback at Ohio State and the way
I don't care what his record was. I'm just telling you how he feels about the fan base, bro. Like he's saying that because it's the truth.
Absent of context.
Yeah, okay. So he's wrong. Okay.
No,
you're right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not.
Listen.
All I'm adding is the context.
You're right.
All I'm adding is the context.
Listen, no, he kept it. So he was lying? Was he lying?
Did I say that? No.
I'm asking you. I'm not telling you that you said that. I'm asking you a question.
No.
All right, then. That's all you got to do.
Bro,
your fan base.
All Ryan is saying is that he's trying to rationalize the reason why he feels that way.
Listen, I'm going to say this again because I get it. What we trying, the bottom line is all of this about OSU. You guys, they don't want, I mentioned Herbstreit. Y'all don't want to hear that. But if Desmond Howard said the same thing about Michigan, y'all be saying the same shit. Y'all be saying the same shit.
That's
so I don't want to hear nothing.
Every fan base has lunatic fans.
No, listen, let me tell you how much your fan base is weirdos. When Desmond picks Michigan every year, y'all cry. He's a homer. But when Urban Meyer does it, no one fucking bats an eye.
Hey,
And
Johnny,
he's fucking 0-4.
Johnny, put us
out of here.
Johnny,
Get
put
the
us in
fuck out of here.
Johnny, put us in a group chat after this on our phone so we can talk about the real weirdos in your fan base. The real weirdos. Bro's talking about fans talking about fans emotional about the game, bro. This conversation has been fun, and I can't wait to educate you on some real life, real deal weirdo shit from your fan base. And bro,
listen, we've had it on our show, bro. We've seen your fans come and say some very racial shit on our show, and we had to ban them. So listen, don't you can say what I'm not saying Michigan doesn't have weirdos, but you guys are ranked #1 in the nation in weirdo fan base. Y'all win the Natty every year when it comes to weirdo fan bases. Ohio State, hands down.
Are you on Twitter? Are you on Twitter?
Not no more, but I'm getting there soon. I'm getting back.
All right. Well,
because of your fan base, I'm off of Twitter.
We run you off Twitter.
Y'all keep banning me because y'all can't take that heat. Y'all can't take that heat. I throw y'all in the kitchen and y'all start. It's too hot in here. Fuck out of here. Yo, I'm out. And Ron, nice meeting you, champ. Again, it's never nothing personal. I just hate Ohio State, and you hate Michigan, but it's respect at the end of the day. Josh, you my man. You've been quiet.
I know you're rooting for Ohio State against the Ducks.
Let's go, Ducks.
Get out of here.
And get my man Madman up here.
Give me a chopped cheese, maniac.
Johnny, that's crazy because
what?
Bro.
Go ahead.
Bro, look, if we want to talk about weirdos in this fan base, I would just like to point to the two middies that post themselves half naked and have Michigan fans thirsting over them in their fucking mentions daily just because they fucking put a Michigan fucking hat on. Like, bro, the weirdo shit that goes on in your fucking fan base is up there with anyone. So the idea that someone would pretend
that happens in every college fan base, though.
Like Ohio
fan base, it is.
There's a whole bunch of middies that come out.
Theirs are a little bit older. Theirs are a little bit older that they be thirsting over. It's a little.
That happens in every college fan base. I've seen that happen in Tennessee's fan base just last week. I'm like, what the hell is this?
I don't be on Twitter like that.
It's Tennessee. You know there's middy.
Crazy talk. I came in here thinking we were gonna have a nice convo. Johnny set me up, tried to get me jumped. The chat seen it. The chat seen it. They was like, this some bullshit. Then
Josh.
That's
what I did. And then everybody left, and then they came back in once they saw
they all came in at once. Conveniently.
That's not my fault.
Conveniently, it's just funny too, and it makes me smile because at least Malachi admits it. There's some Michigan fans that are in denial. Your favorite.
See, I don't be on.
I'm y'all favorite.
I'm not on Twitter, so I don't be knowing this stuff. What y'all talking about?
Michelle ain't the only one. Y'all got multiple.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like
Malachi tapped in. He know her name.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm a virgin.
That's crazy.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Oh man, but yeah, that Maze man said, "Link me, bro."
Link me.
Hey, subscribe to our OnlyFans promo code Johnny Olden Jr.
Oh hell no.
Promo code is Johnny.
Promo code Johnny O.
No, that's insane.
Who knew the O and Johnny O stood for Johnny OnlyFans, bro? That's crazy.
Ron James.
That's crazy.
Ron James.
Promoting them out here, bro. You OnlyFans pimp.
I'm just chilling, bro. You know, I've been having a good day. Ron came up. They jumped.
When's your guys' next post-game reaction? Can I do that one?
Post-game.
Y'all don't got any more?
They don't got no more.
Oh, you're trying to do a slick one. Hold it. Dan Lanning. Why you not in Dan Lanning. I need you to get them up out of here tonight. Tomorrow.
Dan Lanning?
Yes.
We don't play tonight.
I hate him. I hate Ohio State a little bit more than Dan Lanning, but he's catching up fast.
So who you rooting for tomorrow, and what's your prediction before I get out of here?
And you gonna click on this promo code to show everybody what the promo code is?
Bro, no. I don't know what's happening with that. But but I got Oregon. I think I'm not sure if y'all can get a pass rush, and that's what I've been worried about. I'm thinking about, can y'all get a pass rush without having to blitz? If y'all can't get a pass rush without having to blitz, you're gonna have problems with dealing with them, because they've got the most consistent offense, I'd say. And when they're clicking, they're clicking. And if you got a blitz, you're gonna have problems, So, and Will Howard, I'm gonna have to see him consistently play well. He's got some bonehead in him. The best thing for y'all, and can y'all run on them? Second half last game, y'all couldn't run. Can y'all stay balanced to make him not put the game on Will Howard? When it goes on Will Howard, you lose. Yeah, it could be close, but you haven't won with him carrying the load. The best games for y'all is when he's a game manager, right?
Do you think he managed the game against Tennessee?
What was
your boy just told me that it was his second highest passing performance of the year?
It probably was. But what was his numbers?
He threw for 311 yards. I know that. Jeremiah Smith had 2 touchdowns minimum. Actually, I might have that.
So that's probably his best game.
So wouldn't that contradict
24 for 29?
So wouldn't that contradict what you just said?
Can he do it again? He's a bonehead.
Isn't that the question? Isn't that what I started my appearance with? Asking that question?
I don't. You asked my.
It's almost like Buckeye fans are rational, but when they are, you ignore what they're saying and then create what you want to believe Buckeye fans think, and then run with it. Because most things that how many things that I say when I first got on here were re-brought up of things that I already said. Like, we don't know this shit. Like, Buckeye fans are aware of their team. Like, I don't think there's any Buckeye fan that's out there that is just like, oh man, these issues are new to us. This team has been flawless.
Hold on. Will Howard has completed 80% of his passes in 7 different games. Who cares? You lost against Oregon. You lost against Michigan. You ain't played that many great teams.
How many playoff teams have we beat so far this year?
Oh God, Penn State and Indiana. Give me a break now.
Tennessee.
Come on. Now don't make me start cooking.
If y'all discount Indiana, y'all cannot keep discounting Penn State. Just because they got the easiest route.
But acting like Will Howard is Joe Burrow or even closer.
See, again, here's this, and again, the constant conflating of our points, because I'm pretty
spreading teams, bro.
But Josh, and again, I don't know what type of features they have on YouTube. I think there's a rewind function for the people watching. I'm pretty sure you can go back on this live video.
I'm talking about this comment from Mello acting like he's Joe Burrow or something.
Oh, but I was going to say who gives a fuck about 80%? Because one of the discussions that we had on here was, again, no one fucking thought Stetson Bennett was the greatest. And outside of Maniac, Johnny, we can ask that question again. Any quarterback you can have in the nation last year, you're picking JJ with your number 1 overall pick to lead that team?
I mean, I would. Why not? He just took us to he had us a couple plays from the Natty the year before. So why wouldn't I take him to come back and finish the job?
Because there's better quarterbacks.
What did he say? What did he say? I guarantee we'll be back here again. I guarantee that. And what happened?
So you would all right. Just quick, couple questions. Before I get out of here, just want to set the record straight before we get out of here. We're going to go through this list of quarterbacks that would have been available to you to lead the 2023 Michigan Wolverines in this hypothetical scenario. And I just want to have this on the record that you and Maniac would take JJ McCarthy over all of these. Caleb Williams, you would take JJ McCarthy over Caleb Williams last year?
Bringing in a quarterback, he has to learn the system, bro. So me just
that's not the point. The point is you don't need the best quarterback. The point is you don't need the best quarterback. Because you won with JJ, and there's more talented people than JJ that were playing college football last year at quarterback. Is that are you disputing that?
Y'all feelings because I said Will Howard's a bonehead. He is.
I'm not.
I'm not just bonehead mistakes. He threw for 300. He still threw an interception.
That's literally a phrase I use on my show on a regular basis.
You acting like I'm saying something you didn't say.
No, I'm saying my point is
my opinion on the game, and then when I started saying it, you took over like I'm trying to pick you apart. I'm just giving you my opinion on the game.
And what I'm saying is, as far as the JJ McCarthy situation, I think JJ was a good quarterback, a more than capable quarterback. That's why he was a first-round pick. But to act like you have to have the best quarterback in college football to win a natty, I think is an overstatement. And I don't think anyone up here, even despite with Will Howard's bonehead plays, if he's able to limit them, do you think, despite his tendencies, he's
hold on, because you never let me finish.
Go ahead, finish.
You gotta let me fininch because I'm long.
I got you. No, for sure.
Look, this is what I always say about Will Howard. Yes, he's a bonehead. That don't mean he couldn't have beat Michigan. That doesn't mean he couldn't have beat.
Well, he couldn't beat Michigan. He graduates this year. That's out of the question for him. Only my hero Quinn.
Hold on. That doesn't mean he couldn't have beat us. That doesn't mean he couldn't have won the Big Ten. That doesn't mean he can't win a national championship. That just means any possible game, he can make crazy mistakes. Even if he's balling, he can still throw 2 picks. Even if he's balling, he can still.
How many times has he thrown 2 picks this year? Once?
Against Michigan. Thank you.
Michigan did he throw 2 against Oregon?
I think he threw 1 against Oregon. He might not have threw any against Oregon. But he makes bonehead mistakes, whether he's playing great or playing bad. He'll still throw Penn State. He single-handedly kept Penn State in the game. Right? Am I making it up?
Nope.
Exactly. But that don't mean he can't win a championship. He's just prone to making crazy plays, crazy boneheaded plays, even when he's playing well. So you never know when he'll do it, though.
I agree. I do think he makes bonehead plays, but I think despite the bonehead plays, I still think he possesses the talent necessary.
You believe in him?
No, it's not. It's not even a believe. I feel like he possesses a baseline talent level that is required to win a national championship.
I think for y'all to be best, you want him to be slightly above a game manager. He's slightly above a game manager.
I need him to not throw the ball to the other team. Honestly,
turnover free. The more times he passes, the more likely he's probably to make one of those bonehead mistakes.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Y'all say y'all wanted him to throw it more. He threw it 33 times. We got him twice.
Maybe if we threw it 35 more times, or made him. And again, and here's my thing with excuses, like. Everybody's like, oh my God, you guys always have excuses. Isn't it an excuse when you say, and if you guys say it's an excuse, I mean, so be it. But you say Will Howard didn't do enough. I mean, is it Will Howard didn't do enough or kicker didn't do enough? Because even with all of those fucking possessions, you make a goddamn field goal, they win the fucking game. So, I mean, if you have a capable Division I kicker, you're not saying Will Howard lost those games because despite all of those bonehead plays, and the rebuttal to that would be like, well, y'all don't have a fucking kicker, so that's a liability, which is an absolute fair point. But to act like that's just an excuse of Buckeye fans deflecting accountability, I mean, anyone that watched the game, like, if Ohio State makes those 2 field goals, are you saying Will Howard lost them the game or Will Howard's not a capable quarterback? No, what I'm saying is, that I feel like that's a prime example that Will Howard possesses the baseline level talent to win the games that Ohio State needs to win. Because even with those bonehead mistakes, if you make a fucking field goal, you're able to win with those bonehead mistakes. You can't compound those bonehead mistakes with missed field goals, with penalties, with turnovers in your own end. All of those things are fine and good. Believe me, I sound like shit. Like, when I told you guys, Johnny, what did I say in the chat before I got on here? I'm on my deathbed. I'll put on a shirt to do this. I've been sick for 4 days.
I appreciate you, bro.
Like, I feel like complete shit. But the fact that
I've been saying shit. I'm sick as hell too.
people said that I'm scared. That narrative always frustrates me, that people say that, oh, we're hiding. Like,
they do that to me. They do that to me too.
It's frustrating because it's like, because people don't see me in the traditional places that they're used to seeing me, because I don't do Twitter Spaces.
Where you at, Ron?
I'm not in group chats anymore. If you want to find me, you can catch me on the Best Damn Media YouTube page. You can catch me in the Bleacher Report app. You can catch me on the Best Damn Pregame Show on the Menace to Sports app. Juck on Bucks Postgame on Menace to Sports. We're all over the place. I'm honestly probably in the most different spaces this season than I have been in 3 years covering this team. So the reliability of me being in the same place, or catching me in the same place, or again, I do 6 to 7 shows a week when I'm actually on my shit. The idea that I want to go get in spaces and fucking verbally spar with people when I got to write a show and talk for another hour tomorrow, I quite honestly don't have the energy for it.
We appreciate you.
Shout out to people in the chat that are dissing the platforms. Shout out to the people that watch, all 20,000 that watched us lose to Michigan on the Menace to Sports platform.
That was a funny that was a great live, y'all.
And again, and here's the thing, the OGs that have known that we've been around, we've been on camera for every Michigan loss, but apparently we've been hiding. We've been on camera for every single one of these games and been streaming. We had just got our deal with Playback, my first year in media, which would have been, they all are a fucking blur anymore, but I believe it was the Hassan Haskins year was our first year covering it, and I had to shut my camera off. I was on High Street. I was like, I'm gonna smack a motherfucker if I don't get out of here. I called an Uber, and it has become an annual tradition of me driving home from the state of Ohio after a Michigan loss. Even when we're playing in Ohio, I usually travel to Ohio for the game. So it has been become a new annual tradition that I hope that we're able to fucking put to bed. But at this point, even like I said, I don't know why, on paper, why Ohio State fans would be confident going into the Oregon game with the things given that we talked about. But with this Ohio State Michigan game, I mean, after this year, fuck. I mean, it's the definition of a rivalry game. You never know what the fuck is going to happen, because even in a year like this where I was confident, but not overly confident, just because seen it 3 years in a fucking row. I mean, I've seen teams that I thought were better go in and lose this game before. So this idea that all right, just because we beat everyone's ass, I mean, it's one of those, it's your stereotypical, I hate when I start using national media cliches, but it's one of those throw the records out type of games anymore. And to fucking anybody that thinks, especially with the mental fragility of our head coach, that this is a guaranteed win until you see it happen again. I mean, Ryan Day hasn't beat Michigan in a fucking long time. That's a fact. And that's the same reason why Kirk Herbstreit's calling us a lunatic fringe. And you got other people saying we're not a lunatic fringe. We're sick of fucking losing to them, just like Michigan was tired of losing to us. And that's the one thing that gives me solace, because everyone can fucking talk their shit, sling their mud, say all they want about Ohio State fans. Y'all know exactly how this fucking feels, and that's why you love it.
Nick Saban called y'all out too the other day.
All right. I mean, we could do it. We could do a whole show about the lunacy of Michigan fans in the last 3 years of us covering this team if we want to have a psycho off on the show. That is a great show that we can have. I'm more than willing to do it. But I appreciate you having me, Johnny. And it's crazy you tried to jump me after we've been so cool all this time.
I didn't do that. That's crazy, bro. Josh, did that be me? That be them. I just bring them up.
Yeah, you bring them up at the worst possible times.
Nice, Josh.
I ain't think I was gonna get up in here and have a.
Hey, when I got on here, there was 3 people talking. At one point, there was 6 motherfucking mics.
They just kept coming.
That's crazy.
And you was like,
Johnny, I do my show with StreamYard too. I know how this app works.
they saw the Buckeyes and they just wanted to keep coming. I'm like,
Not Buckeyes. Their favorite op.
Favorite op. There you go. They wanted smoke.
But happy New Year's to you guys. I'm not done rooting against Michigan. This rivalry. No, I'm not talking about this season, bro. I check the score every week, praying on the downfall of them Lions because I know y'all love them. I'm a hater. Bro.
You need help.
Lunatic fringe. I'm the problem.
Hate watching the Lions. Really?
I'm a sick individual, Johnny. I appreciate you guys having me. Happy holidays.
Talk and the way that you dress.
See you guys.
All right, brother.
That is Ron from Best Damn Media, Minister Sports. He's all over the place. He does the Buckeye roast in the morning. I'm usually on there, and he is good. I didn't know they was all gonna come up on it. I didn't know that they was. He was just talking calm at first. He was just talking calm.
No, he was.
So I didn't think that they was gonna come in.
But you knew the normal personalities was gonna come up and say something.
Steven,
and I was gonna lead him
doing that. Or was that boxing? Who was it? I'm losing track now. I don't know who it was, but they just be wilding. So when y'all see me bring up a guest that has a show and I don't bring y'all up, that's why y'all don't know how to act. Just like when your mama bring company over and she take you somewhere else or shove you in the room, that's why, because you don't know how to act. I had you up here, but you didn't know how to act. Company came over. I'm gonna whip your butt. You better learn how to act. You knew what you did. Y'all don't know how to act. So, Josh,
that's crazy. It's insane.
Hey, but am I lying?
No,
exactly.
Not at all.
Exactly. Because the game finna come on in a minute anyway.
It's
Josh,
it's starting off right now. That's why I'm like,
exactly. Tell them where to find you, Josh.
A House Divided. It's right there. Michigan fans, come and join us for the Michigan talks that we have. My co-host Marcus is a Michigan fan. Johnny's on there all the time. He's a Michigan fan. We just did a recap or a preview for the Ohio State-Oregon game with everybody's favorite, Garrison. It's up there right now if you want to hear me, actually talk, because I haven't talked for the last 45 minutes to an hour. It's up. On that note, I'm about to watch James Franklin lose this game.
It's possible. It's possible.
I'm not betting on it, but it's James Franklin. I always bet him to lose a big game that he should not lose.
Got you. And we was cooking. I mean, we had from Garrison, we had Josh, MarMar was in there, Steven, Ron. I mean, we was cooking. Everybody was in here. Boxing Maniac, Michigan won. We hating Ohio State like always. You know what's up.
Hating national champs is crazy.
Let me read these supers and then we're going to get out of here one more time. Appreciate the $2 from Gregory Moore. Brian Leager, appreciate the $5. Go Blue Brad, appreciate the $2. Appreciate the $5. Blue Wolverine. A6, appreciate the $2. Gregory Moore, appreciate the $2. Appreciate the $20. Bobby Boucher. Some high quality H2O.
That's crazy.
And appreciate the $2 Brian Leager. So follow me, you know where to find me, Johnny Olden Jr. on here. Catch me on A House Divided with Marcus and Josh cooking it up. And like, share, subscribe.
Happy New Year's, y'all. I'm out.
Get out of here. And as always, go Blue.
It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be